Good evening, y'all. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. What up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Timothy Sellers, Big Ty, Xavier. Welcome. I'm glad y'all are here. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know. This is my sanity. Technical difficulty. All right, let me see what we got going on here. I think that's everything. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Had to work out some kinks. Good evening, Michelle. I ain't get the elbow. Oh, shoot. Xavier said, I tried. Let me see. Yeah, them elbows. Yeah. That one. Hold on, y'all. Gotta get the elbow right there. Yeah, the Arctic vibe. What is the Arctic vibe? Sparkling frozen berry. That elbow, that don't want to incorporate. Hold on now. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there, man. I ain't gonna be around here looking like I got chicken grease on my elbow. All right, let's get this thing popping. Welcome back, everybody. Let a few more y'all get on here. We're gonna get to talking. Hope the weather is beautiful where you are. Hope you're doing well. I know there's some tough times with the tariffs and the economy and what have you. Let me see where I'm gonna get started. We're gonna be all over the place tonight. I ain't gonna stick on the one thing. If y'all have some topics or something, question you want me to. Hey, Linda, I had to stop and acknowledge my friend Linda. Hey, Linda Lewis. Hello, Linda. And thank you for being my day one, and you're still here, Miss Linda Lewis. Thank you. If y'all happen to have a topic or something you want me to talk about, feel free. You hit it right there in that hey Tay Z. Did I say Tay, Ty, Z? I see you. If I pronounce it right, I see you. Now let me put this link up here for anybody that wants to. We're gonna be all over the place. I want some of y'all topics. I don't want to just talk about what the hell I want to talk about. I want y'all. If you got a topic you want to drop down there, that if you don't want to get on, but you want me to talk about something, just ask it right there in the chat. Hold on. It's Saturday night, April 19th. And y'all here with me. Where I am right now, God dog, 109. You said you got a ticket going 109. Hey, I mean, unless you like going to jail, you need to pay them folks. Okay, Ty. Ty Z, I got you. Oh my. Are blind people black? Oh my God. Now listen. kind of serious right now. So if you got a serious topic or something you want me to discuss, I already got some topics myself that I'm gonna talk about. But if y'all got something y'all want me to talk about, now you say if I see something, I'm gonna let that one slide because I do have a sense of humor. Don't get too stupid. Are you out of here? You're trying to expose these. Are they really exposing them though? Did we not already know that? Like, did you not look at them bags that's like Birkin $30,000 and be like, hold on, now that's what $30,000 in this? How is this worth 30? Now let me bring my man before I get into this. I got my man right here, Corey. Anybody want to try some shit with Big Ward? You gonna have to holler at my man Corey right here. I know he got my back. We gonna throw them hands, or we gonna get them pew pew, whatever they gonna take. What up, Corey? Hold on.
Doing Big Ward. I'm sitting
What up, man?
here.
Long time. I saw you here last time. I couldn't get to you, so I'll bring you up first now. So you
Yeah,
won't think
cause
I'd have forgot about you. I done got too big for you.
Big Ward. I'm there. I watch all your videos, even though I don't come on the live all the time because I could be tired from getting from work. But I'm still watching you and observing you, and I like what you're doing, and I like how your subscribers have jumped. And you almost at 86. What the hell going on? You
They
was a
turned me back
superstar,
on.
man.
No, hold on. Now you remember what it was on 84,000 for like what? About 3 months. Probably
A
longer.
half a year, 3 months, damn.
Probably longer than that. It was stuck at 84.
Mm-hmm.
Now I made a few. I got a what you call it when you reach a certain level, they give you like somebody you can talk to from YouTube.
Right.
But you got to get to a certain level. So I just reached that level. So I brought up to her attention what was going on and said, hey, I got screenshots of people that said, y'all been unsubscribing people from my channel without their permission. And well, send me the screenshot. I didn't know nothing about that. So I got the screenshots of y'all telling me, hey, man, they unsubscribed. That's why I asked the other day on that post, have any of y'all been, because it was other people, and I was going to screenshot even more. So since then,
because I seen that post, and it was a lot of people that it was unsubscribed. But then I watch all your videos, and the YouTube they sent me a feedback, asked me how did I enjoy your video, and I gave it 5 stars. I said it was positive, it was informative, it was enlightenment. I said, why are they sending me? They sent me something to fill out, a brochure to fill out, but asked me how would I relate one of your videos. I said the Big Ward is positive, encouraging, and life, uh, putting people through life and positive situations. You know what I'm saying? But then now it won't nothing but the devil. Lord will and the creek don't rise. Big Ward have shot up again.
Ain't that, yeah, so notice how now I'm at what? Almost 2,000 now in like less than a couple of weeks. So it kind of like back to where it was. Like somebody, for some reason, turned the switch back on.
I think somebody was playing with you or something, because somebody was playing with you. I don't know what was going on. I mean, you weren't saying nothing wrong. You were just speaking your mind.
Notice that. Yeah. I don't talk politics that much, like I used to.
So I'm thinking too, it might have been you think they didn't like the politics. I don't know what the YouTube platform like, but see, they don't tell nobody what they want people to talk about. You can talk what you want to talk about.
No, you can't. No, you can't. They ain't gonna tell you because it's illegal. But
it's illegal. And I seen that video with Shalonda Brown, Miss Bobby Brown, whatever the hell her name is. She talking about them old people and stuff with robbing them places. Her ass better watch out. Her potato chip, sugar cream, ice cream eating ass. Her ass better watch out, because she might end up in the same place as them people. She needs to stop judging people. And you already told her on that video, her ice cream eating ass. You already told her life is too short. I was at the homeless shelter too. I didn't tell you Big War because it's always many of other viewers that come on the show. But I just want to say I was at the homeless shelter for 6 months. I know how I feel.
Oh, you ain't the
Yeah, I
only
had
one. It's
yeah,
plenty.
I was at the homeless shelter for I was at the bottom of the barrel. I didn't have a hard time like what you did, but I was there. I was there and I moved forward. Even though now I'm working a good job and the job is not paying what it's supposed to be paying because of the inflation, my mind still stuck back on that homeless shelter. In my mind, I said, boy, you better get up there and work hard, work harder. That's why I'll be like you just grinding, grinding. I don't stop. I keep going, keep going, keep going. And by the time that your videos come on, I'm sitting up. I have 1 or 2 beers. I'm watching it, but I'm too big. I'm too tired to come on. But I'm here with you. I'm grinding like you will. And the thing about it too is that we know how to survive if the economy go down. We know how to survive. These people out here that's on your platform, they don't know how to survive or what's going on in the world. Terrible thing.
Well, I appreciate you, man, and just
I
let you know
appreciate you.
I'm glad you're still here,
I'll
and
be
that
there.
I wasn't ignoring you with the other. I think it was the last maybe 2 lives ago you was on here, but I couldn't get you on.
Oh no, I was tired, but I didn't feel like coming on. But I just want to come on and say, hey, and I'm gonna go back and I like being in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm off today. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my 240s. I'm watching WrestleMania 41 with John Cena, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch that. So I'm doing
That's
two
tonight.
things, but I want to drink my 40, and then I like watching you in the background.
That's
I
tonight.
don't want to do too much
WrestleMania
talking.
tonight.
Yeah, WrestleMania is on tonight and tomorrow night. It's in Las Vegas.
Damn.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso, he won the title.
I don't know who the hell they ain't watched wrestling so long. I don't know who wrestling now.
Man, look, like when I was younger, I
Who the
liked
world
it.
champion now?
Huh?
Who's the champion now?
Who is it? The world heavyweight champion is Cody Rhodes.
I have no idea who that is.
See, so Cody Rhodes came from AEW, but see, the thing is too, is that I'm older now, and now I'm into it, but then I'm really not into it. But then, as you get older, you really see how these big companies take advantage of the consumers and trying to trick the consumers to buying this merchandise and buying this and doing this whole world is a stage. This whole world you ever heard of a corporatocracy? This whole world is run by companies. The United States is a business. President, vice president. They said that the cheapest seat up there was $10,000. I said $10,000. But I thought on the news, they're talking about people ain't got the money, people ain't struggling. They said people using their
$6,000
credit
where
cards
WrestleMania?
for WrestleMania in Las Vegas. But you know what I'm saying? But as you watch the news, they talk about, Americans, people struggling. This job shutting down. That job ain't shutting down. People using their credit cards to pay their bills. And see, that might be true because I was using some of my cards trying to pay for some of my bills with the doom and gloom.
Well, people are struggling, but not everybody.
Mm.
There's still people in America that got money. It's spreading. It's like if you waste oil on the ground. You ever see some oil get spilled?
Right.
And it spreads out. It don't cover the whole ground at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So you might still be, even though the oil is spreading, it haven't gotten to your part of the ground yet.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still people that have money.
Uh-huh.
They had a lot. Like if you had $10 million, you still, you probably ain't broke right now. We talking about the average people. We talking about regular people that are struggling. The people you see at WrestleMania paying $10,000 for a ticket, those people probably millionaires. They still exist.
Oh Lord.
But there's gonna come a time where if things keep going on like they are, they're not gonna be millionaire for long. If they're spending $10,000 on a ticket right now instead of holding the money, if they keep spending,
hold your money.
Right. I don't care how much money you got. If you're a millionaire right now, you might still be seeing things moving pretty well. But I work for some millionaires. I'm in contract with some millionaires that's saying, hey man, we seeing it too. They just got a more of a cushion than we got.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not growing either. So if a millionaire say, man, he didn't cut back on his spending. Like I said, I can't knock people. If you got $10,000, you know.
But I'm trying to figure out. It's like, okay, like right in the time where we trying to get ourselves together and move forward in life, it's like boom, it's I don't know if the devil. It's like it's a big roadblock that's trying to stop from getting anywhere.
Well, that's the way life gonna do you. Right when you thought, well, it's just my
Yep.
experience. Right when
And
you
then
thought you could make it.
and then when you said on that video, don't take yourself out, keep moving forward. And that's what I've been doing for day when I you know what I'm saying? With all this stuff going on, all this drama, I like it because I feed off it because that gives me energy. Listen, people, all this stuff going on, that give me energy to keep doing more. The more doom and gloom going on, the more I'm gonna do. Just
So
like Big Boy,
keep
the
you from
more
being,
I'm
you
gonna
trying to
keep
keep
going.
you from being one of them.
Damn right, that's true. That shit thrive me more. The doom and the gloom, come on with it. That the doom and gloom should elevate people to do better, do
I
better.
don't know why they came up with that name. That was somebody trying to I believe they were trying to downplay my message, be disrespectful or what have you, so they start calling it that. When in reality, if you know what's going on,
That's what we living in.
if you know it's a bear around the corner, there's a good chance most people won't go around the corner.
They going around the corner and the bear gonna eat their ass.
Well, them the people that's complaining that I'm talking doom and gloom, they don't want to hear it. So they don't want to hear about its trouble ahead. They don't want. I'm warning you. I'm not talking about it just for some goddamn ratings because it's better stuff I could talk about for ratings. If I get on here and be a comedian or, you know, do skits or something, I can get better ratings than doom and gloom. If I only cared about ratings,
Charleston White,
I can do all that. I know how to spell it as sensitive as people are. That's all he do. He know how sensitive people are. He know how, especially black people, we so emotional. Any little thing rile us up. So he get on here and play on that. So he feed off the hate. He get paid off people hating.
But I mean, okay. When I grown up, grandma them always said, "Okay, go out there and be positive people." I'm not gonna sell my soul out there like Charleston White and pray on that. Even to get the money, pray on that and get in that demonic realm like him.
Yeah, but some people will.
In that demonic realm. Oh yeah, he got the view, but it's demonic realm or something, and that's no soul.
Well,
Lord will the creek don't
people
rise.
rather do that than be broke.
Either that broke back mountain sheep broke, he
Now,
broke.
I done seen some people once they go broke sell their soul and do stuff they said they wouldn't have done.
Oh Lord.
So what he doing is some people would rather go and sell their soul now before they go broke. So anyway, I'm gonna get some more people on here, man. Let me get on with my discussions.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
I appreciate it.
All right, got you.
Let me see. All right, Worldwide Game Boy, I need to see your picture because I have a lot of trolls. I'm gonna go with Oliver. Then Wes, you next. What's going on, Oliver?
Hey, Big Ward. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. How are you?
Good. I got some information for your viewers on how to make more money.
Okay, then. Where are you located?
United States. I don't want to say it entirely because it's all on the fucking internet, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, have you ever heard of TEFL?
Who?
TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language.
No, I never heard of that.
Well, I do it for extra money. It's basically a way that these illegal immigrants circumvent Trump's new immigration laws because they get the F1 status, which is a visa to learn English. And most of them already speak English, but if they're caught by ICE, they say, oh, here's my I-20, here's my legal status. I'm a student, you know?
Yeah.
And I do this part-time in the evenings because, like, as you know, the economy, and I'm a lawyer, and well, lawyer in training. I keep failing the bar, and I'm just doing this to, make more money as much as I can. There's a lot of hours you can pick up, and to be completely honest, most students just come, sign the paper, and leave. And if ICE or the DOE or anyone comes, but I mean, you do have to teach, but the certificate is pretty easy to get. So I just wanted to, I suppose, give that to your followers if they were looking to make extra money of any kind.
What kind of money?
The rate?
Yeah, the average. Like, if just say for you ain't the best, like the average.
Well, I do it at 3 different jobs. I'm at 60 hours now. At university level, it'll be anywhere from 60 to 90, but you really got to break dollars, but you really got to break your back. Whereas at these jokes of a schools, like we have one teacher that doesn't even speak English. Like it'd be anywhere from $20 to $27.
What, an hour or per person?
An hour.
Hold on, now what are you doing?
Teaching English as a foreign language. It's like ESL, English as a second language.
So it's like you already speak English, but you're teaching it to like Mexicans or whatever that don't speak English, but they over here.
Yeah, they're over here. It's pretty much a scam, but you have to have a certain level of English to take these classes. It's not beginner,
Yeah. So how do you sign up for it?
Type in on Google TEFL. I have an Irish background. I've been on your channel before. So I did it through the Irish system, but it costs about $150. You have to take this 120-hour certificate, and you have to have a bachelor's degree. And other than that, you won't have a problem getting hired.
Well, I'm disqualified.
Trust me, I've done college. It's a fucking waste of money. And that's someone who did law school, I mean, lawyers are a dime a dozen, I mean, I can't say too much on here, but I think I'm the wrong faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up here for them to Google, and I'm gonna let them do the rest. I ain't gonna say much more about it. I don't want you to say much more about it. Let them find out for themselves.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because I know the economy is very hard. Like, I mean, 3 jobs and you're barely getting by, but I suppose you just have to keep positive. Like, cavalry ain't coming, it's not gonna come, so yeah.
Well, I appreciate the information.
No worries. Have a good one. All the best.
All right, thank you. Now let me put this up here for y'all. Yeah, you got to have a bachelor's degree. But think about that. You got to have a bachelor's degree. It's like $27 an hour. Unless you on the high end of 60. A bachelor's degree to make $27 an hour. But if anybody wanted, let me put the link up here for you. If you got a bachelor's degree, maybe you ain't working. That's better than nothing. Yeah, the bachelor's degree can be in anything. So, but you got people that's got bachelor's degrees that's driving forklift right now. Damn, what I just did. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I got to do something. Hold on. All right, there we go. Hold on, y'all. There it is right there. All right, Google that word right there, TEF, well, them letters. Google it. And if you got a bachelor's degree, you're looking for some extra income, what have you. You might already be working, but you need some extra income. A bachelor's degree in anything. Regina, this look like some, I don't know if he, look it up, I don't know. I was hoping he wasn't finna get me in no federal trouble with some, So when he started talking about it's kind of like a scam because you really ain't teach. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. They ain't about, Google it, see what it come up with. Have a nice day. All right, Wes, you next, and then Big Ty. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me do this. I got a couple of things y'all want me to talk about: mental health, peace of mind, and growth. You want me to speak on the Carmelo Anthony situation, which I'm not going to do. Ask me, do I think it's a psyop? I think it's some more division type stuff, and I'm not getting it. I'm not doing it. We already divided enough. There's going to be more shit to have. Oh, everybody want to kill it. I ain't getting into it. I feel bad that it happened. I don't know what the hell going on, and I'm in enough shit already. So if you notice I haven't touched that Carmelo Anthony stuff, I'm like, man, that's something ain't right with that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Something ain't right with that. I don't know what's going on with that. There's so many different sides. I don't know which is which. So I'm not dealing with it. There's plenty of other channels. If y'all want to hear something about Carmelo Anthony, unless you're talking about the basketball player, and I ain't talking about him either, because I don't like basketball, I like football. But I'm not touching that one. So let me scratch. There's other places you can go find out stuff for that. I'm not getting into that. I don't like it. Because first of all, I don't know. We're getting information from mainstream media that you can't trust them. So you don't know what's real. You don't know what they're telling you. They telling one side one thing, the black folk. Then they tell the other side something else, the white people. The next thing you know, each side getting two different narratives. One side believe that they're right, and the other side believe that they're right. When who knows what's the real information if you wasn't there and didn't actually see it. So now, here we go again. From information we getting from people I don't trust. So I don't know what happened, whether or not the young man who lost his life, was he in the wrong? According to, depending on who you listen to, he was in the right. Then another side say the black kid was in the right. I say I don't trust the information on either side. I've learned now, I've seen enough from the media that we're dealing with. I don't want to do it. I'm not touching it. Unless I was there and I saw with my own eyes what happened, I don't trust either side. Because I don't know what they're trying to do. Or they're trying to have us out here tearing up the streets again. Because unlike my people, and y'all can call me Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call me, but y'all know this is true. Tell me, am I lying? Us as black people, the police can do us any kind of way they want. We'll march a little bit, protest a little bit, might burn up something. But we ain't gonna do nothing, for real. They've been doing what the hell they want to do with us forever. We ain't gonna do nothing. We're gonna march a little bit, protest a little bit, pray a little bit, light some candles, release some balloons, and vote Democrat. That's all we're gonna do. But now, violate a white guy and watch what they do. They gonna do some shit if you cross one of them. If police was really like, and they are, but it ain't on the news like it is with us. If it was on the news that the cops was unaliving unarmed, which they are. Let me get this straight now. Cops do unalive unarmed white men. They do. Cops unalive unarmed white people. They do. As a matter of fact, they unalive more white people than black people. But for some strange reason, that don't make the news. That's why I don't want to talk about Carmelo Anthony, because I don't trust where the information is coming from. on either side. Because the same people putting out the information on that case is the same people that don't let us know that it's white people getting killed by cops too. Why they don't never? Did y'all know that? It seemed like the cops only kill black people. Hey, you might find this hard to believe. Like my man right here say, white guys wild out on cops. I done seen black dudes wild out on cops too that don't get unalive. They not gonna show that part. The same way you say, like you might see white dudes. I see it all the time on the news or different places where you'll see a white guy, come on, just going off on the police and they don't do nothing. And you think that's the norm. And you be acting, and then they have us thinking that we can't say nothing to the cops and they're going to gun us down. That ain't true. I done witnessed with my own eyes dudes physically fight the police and they still don't kill him. They just try to wrestle him down. He throwing, black dudes. I done seen black dudes fighting the police that's still living right now. It didn't make the news. Now, if they would have killed him, it would have made the news. So you'll think that they only take it easy. Listen, do y'all know how many times I've been in altercation with the cops and I'm still here? They knew what I was doing. I couldn't even say, why y'all effing with me? They already knew I ain't got no job. I'm out on the block every time they pass through, I'm out there. They knew what I was doing. They would tell me what I was doing. They knew what I never had nothing. I never had no issue. I can't speak for everybody else. But the media, the news, here go my damn signal going out. I might have to reset it. Thank you, unknown. If Iran don't get their mind right, he will. But right now, I think he focusing more on these tariffs and what's going on with China. Am I still showing good? I see my signal is low. Appreciate you, Calvin. Right, Lucifer. I done seen that too. I done seen black dudes come at them with knives, sticks, and everything. Still living. And listen, y'all, I ain't telling y'all. I might have to reset it, y'all. Hey, y'all, hold on a minute. Let me reset this thing. Don't y'all go nowhere. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna reset the I'm gonna get out the studio for a minute. I'll come right back. Let me see. And we're back. I should have did that the first time. I already knew. I have to unplug this thing like once a week. So I'm back, y'all, and I see that's better. I see that the signal is strong again. I already knew that. I was dealing with I was ripping and running and rushing. That's why I don't want to give y'all a set time about what time I'm coming on. Every time I give y'all a time, I end up late for some reason. That's why I just pop up. Appreciate you, Calvin. I'm going to go into these tariffs right quick, Wes, and then you next. I want to explain something to y'all. Let me get my little speaker. This ain't about your political party. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, I don't care. This is about facts, proof, truth about what's really going on and what's the deal with these tariffs and why the particular president we have right now is doing what he's doing and why he has to. And why he's not the only one that felt this way, but he's the only one that had the balls to do it. He's the only one that was willing to take the abuse and the attack that the president, whoever would have, if Obama would have did it, Biden would have did it, anybody would have did it, they would have been under attack the way he is, and they didn't have the balls. They want people to hate them. They're worried about their rating, their what's it called? Your presidential approval rating, all that bullshit. Trump don't care about that. He don't care if you don't like him. He gonna do what he need to do, right? I'm gonna tell you why the tariffs had to be done, and they should have been done 30 years ago. Imagine this. This is what China been doing. How y'all feel about this? First, let me all you hear the Democrats talking about how it's a bad idea. First thing they was doing was talking about how it's a bad idea to get how he so wrong for putting out all those illegal immigrants, right? He's a low down, dirty man, right? Orange man bad. He's a low down, dirty scoundrel for putting out all those illegal immigrants. Man, them folk just over here trying to feed their family, they blah, 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 blah. And Trump, he's immoral, he's this, he's that for doing this, right? Hold on. Hold on. All right. This is a man right here questioning a Democrat senator or whatever. One of them Democrats that's been complaining about how Trump, this mass deportation, right? Trying to get out all these illegal immigrants. So he questioning them about it. And watch this, watch how it turns. Hold on.
Mr. Melvin,
Hold
I'll
on.
ask you.
Hold on.
Million would be disaster. Any illegal immigrants being deported by the new administration you find objectionable. Mr. Melvin, I'll ask you. $1 million would be a disaster. 2 million? I think that is enough that would have severe negative ramifications.
Now, what he asked him was how many illegal immigrants do he think would be like wrong at one time? Would 1 million be? He said, yeah, that'd be bad. He said, what about 2 million? Oh, that'll be a disaster. That's what he said. Now, pay attention.
Any illegal immigrants being deported by the new administration you find objectionable. Mr. Melvin, I'll ask you. $1 million would be a disaster. 2 million? I think that is enough that would have severe negative ramifications. I'm not reading what Trump intends to do. I'm reading exactly what President Barack Obama did. So you said President Obama was immoral and inappropriate to deport those million people. Is that what I heard you say? There were many. You can't have one being okay and the other one not being okay.
Got him, Coach.
We're not any illegal immigrant.
So now, when he thought the man was asking about something he thought Trump had done, oh, it's a disaster. Oh, it's just gonna be hell. Oh Lord, we ain't gonna be able to make it. And then when he told him, hey, no, I wasn't talking about Trump. This is what Barack Obama did. Oh, well, then he tried to start backpedaling. Well, it was some of them that had to be let. No. You can't do that. You can't have both ways now. When you thought it was Trump, you said it was a disaster. But when I told you it wasn't Trump, it was Barack Obama who did it, which is your guy. Now he started trying to explain. And the dude said, and that would the dude cut him off like, no. You can't have it both ways. It's either a disaster or it ain't. If one guy does it, if it's okay, it's okay for the. Let's do that again, in case y'all didn't hear it in the back.
Many illegal immigrants being deported by the new administration you find objectionable. 2 million would be a disaster. 2 million? I think that is enough that it has severe negative ramifications. I'm not reading what Trump intends to do. I'm reading exactly what President Barack Obama did. So you said President Obama was immoral and inappropriate to deport those million people. Is that what I heard you say? There were many because you can't have one being okay and the other one not being okay.
Got him, Coach.
And see, this is why I don't take none of them serious. I don't take them serious. That's why I'm no longer a Democrat. Once I woke up and realized, hold up, the folk playing with me. When I start researching and checking them out and looking into them for myself, exactly, they call Barack illegal immigrants hated Barack Obama. They call him the porter in chief. Nobody, Trump, nobody deported more illegal immigrants than Barack Obama. You ain't hear a peep out of the Democrats about how, what about the families? You're separating them from the families. You ain't heard none of that. I can't stand y'all. I'm talking about the party. And to my people, to my black people, they're still Democrats. Why? I just want to know why. Don't give me that with the other party racist. No, why? Why are you a Democrat? When I had to sit down and examine myself and ask, why was I a Democrat? I don't fucking know. I just always was. I don't know why. And I hated anybody that wasn't. Just because you wasn't a Democrat. Something wrong with you. You evil. You racist. You whatever. Not actually looking into why. Why do I believe what I believe? And don't get me wrong. Republicans ain't no better. But I already knew that about the Republicans. I already knew they wasn't, can't trust them. No, I already knew that. But the problem is, why didn't I know that about the Democrats as well? Why did I think they were any better? Why do the Republicans think that they better than the Democrats? I'm talking to any party affiliation. Republicans. Why y'all think the Republicans better than the Democrats? Why are you a Republican? Because I remember Republicans. Because when I was a diehard Democrat, I did more investigating the Republicans. I ain't investigate the Democrats because they ain't do no wrong. So there wasn't no need of me investigating the Democrats. So they can do their wrong and get away with it because I wasn't investigating them because I trusted them. I didn't trust you damn Republicans. So I did a lot of investigation on the Republicans. And I realized that the Republicans really are crooked. They are. The Republicans really are some liars. They are. I just didn't realize the Democrats was too. I just thought it was the Republicans only. So I remember Republicans that was against gay marriage. I remember Republicans that should stand on the rooftop and shout out against homosexuality and then get caught doing gay stuff themselves. I remember that. I remember Republicans like these pastors preaching against homosexuality even though they gay. That's what Republicans was doing. Why I don't rock with them. Oh, they hate gay folk. They hate gay marriage. All along they gay. A lot of them gay. The loudest ones preaching against homosexuality be gay they damn self. So I always knew the Republicans were full of shit. I just thought the Democrats was the real ones. They for us. Kind of find out they full of shit too. So now I don't F with none of them. I don't F with none of them. But now I'm dedicated. She ain't gotta wake my people up about the Republicans. I'm already independent. I'm trying to get my other folks to realize they need to be independent too. I'm not telling you to pick. I'm telling you your vote should be for sale. White people's votes are for sale. Black people, your vote should come with a cost. Your vote shouldn't be automatic based on a party. It should be based on who gonna do what you need them to do. And right now, that's neither one of them. So other than Trump, this last election, for me, would have been the couch. I wouldn't have voted for nothing. None of it. They're all full of it. I just happen to have just a little glimmer of hope that Mr. Trump might be real. And the reason I think he's real is because how hated he is. See, I'm real, and I'm hated. I know people hate the real. That's why I think he's real, because y'all hate the hell out of him. And don't know why. He ain't did shit. He finna take your rights. He finna put us back in chain. A bunch of bullshit. Ain't none of it happened yet. Nothing. None of this. Have y'all noticed that everything they said he was gonna do, when he don't do it, you don't hear him talking about it no more? Where's all the chatter? I thought he was taking out civil rights. Y'all remember all that talk a couple of months ago? When the last time you heard the Democrats say anything about that? After the fact that he ain't took no civil rights. He was going to cut Medicare, Medicaid. Oh, that was the big one. Have you noticed you ain't heard him say nothing else about it? Jasmine Crockett, none of them? You know why? Because he didn't do it. They'll just scan y'all ass like they always do. Have y'all noticed that? Ain't nobody, Jasmine Crockett, none of them, talking about Medicaid being gone. Oh, but that was all they talked about. Segregation. He doing segregation. No, they don't talk about that no more. All that stuff they were talking about, he was going to do. After he don't do it, they just let it disappear. They don't say nothing. They don't say nothing else. Hoping y'all have forgot about it and move on to the next scare tactic. And it works every time. Y'all forget about everything else that they lied to you about. I ain't forgetting no more. You ain't just going to keep lying to me. And I'm just going to let it go. They keep lying. None of that shit happened. And then they move on to the next lie. And y'all will ask them to explain, what about you when you said this was going to happen and it didn't happen? Don't nobody say nothing. All y'all do, Trump sucks. Yeah, that's right, he sucks. He's a racist. Is he really? Let's check something out here. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I got you. Here it is.
The argument is, number one, that's the biggest market in the world. Number two is those countries are already selling to us. I keep on pointing out there are a lot of Japanese cars here in the United States, almost no U.S. cars in Tokyo. Number three is that if we don't write the rules, China will write the rules out in that region. we will be shut out. American businesses, American agriculture, that will mean a loss of U.S. jobs. The argument is,
for those in the back.
that's the biggest market in the world. Number two is those countries are already selling to us. I keep on pointing out there are a lot of Japanese cars here in the United States, almost no U.S. cars in Tokyo. Number three is that if we don't write the rules, China will write the rules out in that region. We will be shut out. American businesses, American agriculture, that will mean a loss of U.S. jobs.
In the words of Finesse 2 times, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Exactly, daughter of Ahaya. They talked about tariffs. They ain't had the balls to do it. See the difference? Because they knew if they did it, the American people too soft. We can't handle a little pain. Can't handle a little suffering. Because they're gonna be a little suffering for a little while. So Barack Obama knew we needed to do it, but he couldn't do you like that. He couldn't stand the pressure. Didn't have the balls. Biden knew we needed to do it. Didn't have the balls. Or could it be they didn't care? Could it be they were selling us out? Could it be that? The fact that you knew this needed to be done, but you didn't do it. You sitting up here saying you know it's a problem, but why you didn't do nothing about it, Mr. President? Can any of you Democrats answer that question for me that's calling me a sellout? Can y'all answer to me? You just heard him say, your favorite president, he was mine. Y'all done heard me say Barack Obama and Bill Clinton was two of my favorite presidents. But I found out a lot of stuff about him I didn't know. So now, I want to ask you current Democrats, why is it's a problem what Trump doing when it's the same thing your favorite president said needs to be done? So why is it a problem that he's doing it? Just asking. I know why. Because it's him. You don't hate what he's doing. You hate him. He's doing the right thing. You just hated him that's doing it. And the Republicans the same way. The Republicans the same way. If the Democrats do anything right, the Republicans gonna talk shit about it because they hate that it's a they don't care about the American people. They don't care about what's best for us. Democrat or Republican. If the Republicans do something right, the Democrats gonna shoot it down because it ain't them that's doing it. They don't care how it's gonna help us. All they care that they ain't getting the credit for it. And vice versa. Democrats do something right, Republicans gonna shoot it down. Republicans do something right, Democrats gonna shoot it down. Because they ain't doing it. And I'm not with that. What about us? Y'all were elected for us. All they care about is themselves. Whatever party they're affiliated with, that's all they care about. They don't give a damn about us. When y'all gonna realize that? When you gonna stop fighting amongst each other for some people that don't give a damn about us? Like when? Is that ever gonna come a day? When you gonna sit down, a Democrat and a Republican can sit down with each other and be like, do you know we both just got played? Ain't now one of us getting what we want? Democrats, you're not getting what you want. And what they do is they blame the Republicans. Democrats get in the office, don't do shit for the people, and then blame the Republicans about why they ain't do it. If it wasn't for them damn Republicans, we would have did this, that, did, and the other for you. That's why you got to keep voting for us to protect you from them damn Republicans. Republicans get in office, well, them damn Democrats, they trying to block everything we doing. Ain't now one of them studying us, man. But I'm gonna let you know. I didn't vote for a Republican. I didn't vote for a Democrat. I was a Trump supporter in this current election, this past election. I wasn't a Republican, wasn't a Democrat. I voted for a person that I thought didn't give a damn about now one of them. I voted for a person who I thought both of them hated. Both of them hate him. Did y'all not know that? Now, these tariffs, what's going on here? Imagine you create something, right? You broke, not broke, but just you struggling. You came up with an idea. You created something. You invented something, right? You sacrificed everything to get it off the ground. Didn't have nothing. You worked your ass off for years. Finally got it rolling. And one day it became a success in America. 1 year you made $5 to $10 million off your gadget, your baby. Once it becomes a success, imagine somebody steal your shit, bootleg it, and then sell it for cheaper than what you selling it for, and you can't do nothing about it. How would you feel about that? Let me repeat that. You created this from scratch, nothing. Nobody helped you. You copyrighted it, got all your legal paperwork, got everything. Put it on the market. Put years behind promoting it and all that, taking losses after loss after loss. You finally blow up. And then I come along and steal your shit. And then I get your little gadget you made, I'll copy it. You were selling it for $10, I sell it for $2. I ain't put in no work, so I can sell it for $2. You put in all the work, so you need to sell it for $10. It's your product. I come along, steal it, bootleg it, put it back on the market, same name and everything. I don't change nothing. And I sell it for $2. And you go to filing your copyright claims against me, and the folk tell you, hey, we can't do nothing. Well, that's what's going on with China right now and us. They're stealing our intellectual properties. They've been stealing for decades. That's how they rose to where they are. Stealing your products. All that shit y'all thinking we need China to make, they ain't made a damn thing. They stealing folks shit. We don't need China, they need us. Everything we buy from China was stolen from somewhere. They just selling it cheaper because they didn't create it. It's stolen. So what Trump is fighting against now to make everything fair, because you in America, we got what you call a World Trade Organization. It's over all the world trade, all the countries. It's like the governing body, right? Oh, that ain't the reason? I guess it's a Democrat right here. School us to the reason. Is that what I'm saying ain't what's going on? You come school us then. Tell me what's going on. That's not the reason for the tariffs. Huh? What is the reason? I'm sure you come school me. While we waiting on, let me drop the link again. While we waiting on this Democrat shield to come tell us the truth, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, which I know she ain't gonna do. But we're gonna leave a line open for her. I'm sorry, Wes, but if this Democrat come on right here and explain to me why this ain't true, I'm gonna have to let her go first. That's not the reason. But what I'm telling you is that's the reason. Okay, well, if you're not a Democrat, whatever you are, tell me what's the reason. He just hate America. He want America. Come on with them talking points. What's the reason? When you just heard Barack Obama say what was going on. If we don't control it, China gonna control it. So if you're not a Democrat, I don't care what you are. Tell me what's your view. Since I'm wrong, you tell me what's right. I'll wait. We want to hear this. School us. I don't like being wrong, so if I'm wrong, tell me what's right and I'll go with it. School me. Or you just running your mouth. Come on, either you come on here or put it right here where everybody can see it. Show me where I'm wrong. You say you're not a Democrat, but that's what Democrats do. They say something and then don't back it up. Everything I'm telling you can be verified. You can go verify intellectual properties. What that means? What that means is somebody's stealing something that you created and you can't do nothing about it. It's called Google and whatever else you want to use to verify what I'm saying. Don't take my word for it. Intellectual properties. Find out what that is. That's when you create something, it belongs to you, and intellectual property, something you made up, created. Here goes some foreign country, whatever, China, steal your shit, and you can't do nothing about it. You report it to the World Trade Organization, and they tell you you can't sue them. If I steal your property, you can sue me for your copyright enhancements. You can't sue China because China is a country. You're an individual. You can sue them, but it ain't gonna go nowhere. What you gonna do? You won. Now how you gonna get your money? When they tell you they ain't paying your shit. What you gonna do about it? So what what President Trump is doing now is saying, hey, once upon a time, we just sat by and watched these people steal all our shit and didn't do nothing about it. Well, now we're gonna do something about it. China been stealing from us, not just America, the world. And for some reason, people are too scared to stand up to them. Mama got it, whatever your name is. If you don't come out here with this information, let me get your ass up out of here. Yeah, you probably is a troll or something, so let me block you. Because you can't, everything I'm saying can be verified. I'm not going to have y'all be able to come out here and say, Big Wall, you a lying. See, here go the proof right here. You ain't going to be able to do that. Not with me. Whatever I'm telling you, you can go look it up. Now, Wes, you ready? And then Big Ty, you next. Let me a worldwide game, boy. You come up. What up, man?
Hey, how you doing? It's been a minute.
Exactly. Hold on. And that's what's going on. Even if you got a patent in America, a patent that only works for other Americans. If you got a patent in America, that keep me from stealing it. China can steal your shit. What he's trying to do is fix that. Unfair trade. How are you able to steal my stuff? And I can't do nothing about it. So that just robbed us for trillions. And we gonna hold on. Why y'all ain't mad about the fact that nobody before Trump did anything about this? Y'all mad about him doing it. I want to know why you ain't mad. Because nobody before him did anything.
It's the media, man. The media telling them everything. Tell them how to feel, how to think, how to act.
That's crazy. Hold on, Big Ty, I'm gonna bring you up. I can bring up more than one. Let me see, so y'all won't have to wait too long. Big Ty, Worldwide Game Boy. What up, Ty?
What up, pimp?
How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. And Worldwide Game Boy.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. You?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Whew, I mean, a lot, dude. The last week, I work as a welder. I've been on your stream before, like in StreamYard, but that was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a new car, and it got into an accident, and my insurance doesn't want to pay for it because they just transferred over, liability instead of collision.
Damn.
And yeah, and then these other these shops that they recommended me, one in 10K and stuff, but yeah, I don't got that, and the damage doesn't even seem that much for it to be like $10,000. But God is good, man. Like a few months ago, like 3 months ago, I had a Jeep. It kept breaking down. It broke down on the way to work, and this guy, he basically stopped and gave me his card and stuff. And so I've been talking with him, and he can basically do it a lot cheaper. So, you know, and dude, I'm not gonna lie, like I was literally like kind of a little bit suicidal, like over this because it's just
Mm.
one thing after another. You know what I
What kind of
mean?
car is it?
It's a 2017 Subaru Legacy.
That car ain't worth 10,000.
Well, I mean, I had to get it for 15. Well, yeah, 15.
That's just what they sold it to you for. That ain't what it's worth.
I mean, in today's economy, I think it has to be worth that. I mean, it's a 2017, and it looks amazing to be honest. But like,
The argument
They got you, homeboy.
Jeez.
I'm just being
okay,
honest. They got you. They got you. And it's
Yeah.
all right. We all get got. So don't feel like the Lone Ranger. But what you ain't gonna do is check yourself out of here by the goddamn car. You know how many other cars they make?
yeah, no,
You know how many times I done walked away from a car and said, fuck that son of a bitch?
yeah. I mean, it's just because I haven't even had it 2 months, bro.
I won't give a fuck. I done walked away from cars. Start over. I ain't worried about the credit or none of that shit. I ain't finna let it worry me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cars expensive.
I mean, you know, it's just a build up, dude. It's just like I
Listen
was
to me.
dealing with.
Listen to me. Listen close.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine, her mama,
Mhm.
filed bankruptcy. Thought it was over with for her, right? Didn't want to do it, worried about I ain't gonna never be able to buy no house, ain't gonna be able to be blah, blah, blah. Soon as she got her bankruptcy, bought a damn house.
Dang.
It's up here. F that ish.
Yeah.
They tear that son of a bitch up, I wouldn't pay another dime. They don't want to, the insurance or whatever, they want to say, well, we can't pay for it. We can't. Okay, I ain't gonna worry about it. Go find your little beater and keep
Mhm.
rolling. That
Right,
same
right.
$10,000 or $5,000, whatever they want to go, you better get on Facebook Marketplace and find you a $4,000 or $5,000 cash car and keep it rolling.
Mhm.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
The hell with that credit, all that shit. You know how many
Yeah.
times you can fuck your credit up and rebuild it? They got people out here that erase your credit
Yep.
for a few dollars. Did y'all know that?
No, I didn't know that. Man.
Fuck credit. No, I ain't saying don't kill them. It's good to have. I'm saying if you old folks, you got the money, pay them. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, don't be out here talking about taking yourself out because you can't pay a bill. I mean, you can't pay it. I ain't saying you ain't gonna pay it. I'm saying you're in a situation where you can't pay it.
Yeah, and it was because of like, you know, build up. Like it would be crazy if that was like the only thing. It was just like I'm literally just coming out of like the worst depression I've had in my life, and then you know I just started doing this kind of business sort of thing.
Whether
Trying to
your depression, is it chemical imbalance or is it because you worried about all the shit you got going on in your life?
probably both. You know, my dad's bipolar. I'm seeing a psychiatrist next month. You know, see if I need any medicine, but I don't think I'm bipolar. I'm usually pretty chill and stuff. It's just I've been like just worrying about a lot of stuff, the state of the world, wondering if things are gonna turn back around.
All right,
It's just a lot of stuff.
check this out. You got a couch anywhere where you at right now?
I mean, my bed.
Where you at? What room in the house right now?
My room.
You got a bed right there?
Yeah.
Okay, here what we finna do. I ain't gonna even charge you. But disclaimer. This is not intended to treat or diagnose any medical conditions, issues. I am not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, with that being said, I'm finna pretend to be a psychiatrist. You lay back and chill, pretend you're on the couch.
All right.
Now talk to me what's going on. Because this is going to help a lot of y'all because a lot of y'all, including me, I done felt the same way, thinking there's some type of chemical depression. No, you're worrying about shit you can't do nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to go sit on that couch and pay them folks all that money about some shit they read in the book and they don't know what the hell they talking about. But, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. This ain't intended to treat, diagnose any kind of medical or mental illness. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, you had a wreck. They told you call. Don't want to pay for it. Problem number one.
Yeah.
Hold on. You had a wreck. Number two. How old are you, first of all?
22.
Dang,
22.
Yeah.
22.
You still got time, man. You got a lot of time. It's just
Plenty of
All
time.
right.
roughing it right now.
Now, what
Yeah.
else you say? What else going on with you? You working?
Yeah. I work as a welder.
You getting good hours? Or the
Yeah,
dead?
so 40 hours. They just started letting me do a little bit of overtime recently because my brother's also working at the job and we were riding the same car. So they were like, hey, if he's coming in, you can clock in early too. Just getting paid 25.41, which is
Okay.
good.
Where you live?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Cost of living?
Cost of living. Oh dang. I mean, I still live with my mom right now. She's letting me live with her. And I only got to pay her like over 400, which is good. But I gotta, and I'm grateful for all that. So
No, you're
that's why
not. No, you're
I
not.
am.
I'm gonna tell you why you're not. You're too damn worried.
Yeah.
You making $25 an hour. You paying $400 a month rent, and you depressed about all you got going on in the state of the world.
Yeah. I mean, it's just because I'm trying to, I've been, I guess, failing at my goals and stuff, and so I'm just trying to really see where
Failing
it's
at your
going.
goals.
Yeah, I got a lot of things, I want to do. Like recently, I just started like kind of like a network marketing sort of business kind of thing. Um, where basically, I can sell products under this company and stuff.
You ain't
And
failed at shit. Sit on your couch. You're on the couch, right? You still pretending to be on the couch.
yeah,
All right, listen. I remember one time I was about 8, 9 years old. And I told my mom my back was hurting. She said, you ain't got no back. She said, I wasn't old enough to have no damn back. I said, but my back, you ain't got no damn back. I didn't know what she meant by that. You 22 years old, bro. You just start. You ain't lived long enough to fail at shit. You ain't did nothing you ain't tried enough stuff to say you a failure. That's all in your head. You lying to you ain't lying to yourself. You listen to voices that are lying to you.
It's the demons, man. The
around
demons.
the world. You're looking at Facebook. You're looking at these dudes your age flying out around the country like they, not knowing. Ain't no telling what them folk doing to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you think you're a failure at 22. You got men 42, 52 still live with their mom.
Yeah.
Right.
right, yeah.
You 22. You first of all, you 22.
Got a lot of time.
You 22 years old with ambition, with dreams, with goals.
Yeah.
You're a success.
Yeah.
You're a major success. At your age, I didn't know shit. I was slanging shit on the block that could have got me 100 years in prison. That's what I was doing at your age.
Yeah.
And you talking about you a failure?
Yeah, I think it's just how I've been
25 an hour, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you are very successful. If you stay on pace where you at right now, unless the world explodes,
right,
you headed for great success. Now you can't control that. But if you stay doing what you're doing, because you're gonna have some hit and misses. Some things you're gonna try ain't gonna work. Some things you try gonna take off.
Yeah, and I want to get back into like trying different stuff on YouTube. I actually tried to email you I think 3 weeks ago. I don't know if I messed up the email. It was like bigward@myyahoo.com. Because I remember you were talking about how you wanted to start doing videos similar to like Jack Morgan and stuff, where it's like you have it up on the screen. You don't got to like record it through your phone and stuff. And like I've experienced like editing stuff like that. I tried to reach out, but I don't know if I might have messed up the email or something. But
Yeah, because I didn't see that.
yeah. Because I basically sent you 2 videos, like reaction videos that I had made for myself a couple years ago. But yeah, I don't know.
I didn't get it because that's something I was looking into doing.
Mhm.
But it was mostly because I was frustrated because I'm like, people don't like original content. I'm looking at people, not Jack Morgan, because he's a cool dude.
Right.
He a cool
Yeah, I
dude.
be watching Jack too.
So Jack,
Same.
this ain't nothing against Jack. But I'm sitting here looking at the content creator myself that create original content.
For
As
sure,
in, you know what I mean by original, right?
yeah, you're just authentic. Just
Right.
really-
I'm not like just sitting there watching a video with y'all talking about it, with somebody else talking about. That's what a reaction video is. So I was like, I didn't want to do that. I want to do my own thing. Because I know later on down the road, it opens up more opportunities. Like in real media. Real talk show. You're not going to get a real talk show doing reaction videos on YouTube. But I was looking in the moment. Well, damn, my shit ain't growing. My views, this and that. And it seems like people want to see. Y'all actually want to see somebody sitting there watching another video? That what y'all? So that's why I wanted to do it. No, knocking Jack, nobody else, because Jack helped me out. Jack shouted me out, and my numbers went up from his shout out. So I get credit where credit is due. Jack ain't the only one to do reaction videos, so this ain't got nothing to do with him. It's just I say his name because he's somebody I know personally. Not personally, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I know him. And he actually helped me out, and he still reached out to help me out in other areas. So
can I speak on that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like YouTube, I feel like they watching your views, dog. They watching so like you every month they watching how much views you get, how many subscribers you get, and I feel like you supposed to be bigger than what you is.
They watching me. So I was trying to figure out a way around it. Maybe I need to go and just do reaction videos or something. So that's why I wanted to do that. So I'm looking like they letting that grow. They ain't putting their foot on that. They ain't worried about that. Because that ain't really, it's just,
Yeah. As long as you because like the way you commentate, as long as it's not like, because there's some people that just watch the video and they don't really do nothing. Like that's what I like about Jack. He basically like pauses it and just actually gives insight.
Right.
Yeah.
I watch Jack every day. So like I said, this ain't no Zach. This ain't no knock. I'm telling you why I wanted to do it.
Right.
It's because I saw his success. But then I also saw people that do reaction videos that don't get no views. Right. So then I said, well, damn, maybe it's just because Jack is good at that. It ain't just reaction video, because a lot of people do reaction videos that don't get his numbers. So it still got a lot to do with Jack. That he just people, his personality is still him. Yeah. It ain't just the reaction video. So when I saw that, I kind of backed out like, man, I don't want to do no reaction video. That's Jack thing. I would do a reaction to like a news story or something like I was doing with the homeless people, whatever. I'll do that.
Yeah. Stuff like that, yeah.
Right. I'll do stuff like that. And I figured out how to do that. So I don't really got to do what Jack, that's Jack thing. Yeah. I'm going to stay in my lane. Because my dream one day is to be like a major network talk show, a major network TV show. So I need to stay doing what I'm doing.
Yep. Consistency.
Yep.
And I just gotta, leave it in God's hands, man. And whatever happens, gonna happen.
For sure. Yeah, man. I've been watching you.
And if y'all don't know who Jack is, Jack Morgan. He Red Leather podcast. I watch him every day. Cool dude, laid back dude. He young. I didn't know he was that young. He like 33 or some shit.
35.
He don't 35. Look like it.
Yeah. He look like a movie star. What's that dude's name? I think it's a family of, man, the famous actors. He'll tell you who he look like. People always say he look like.
Dang, I can't even think of it.
But anyway, he a cool dude. I got his number. He got my phone number. He'll hit me up with business opportunities and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? So I know him personally to know that he really is he a genuine cool dude. So when I say reaction videos and when I mention his name, this is not no, because, YouTube, you got a lot of haters on YouTube, a lot of salt shakers. So I don't want it to get, the Baldwins. Yeah. He was like one of them Baldwin brothers. Alec Baldwin and all of them. So I wanted to get misconstrued that Big Ward hating on Jack Morgan. No, Jack Morgan, cool, good people.
Heck
I
yeah.
just wanted to do what he was doing. I want them numbers. I thought it was just reaction video, but in reality, he's just good at doing the reaction video because he got his own style.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know some folks, I can name them out there doing the same thing he doing. And their views ain't hitting on shit.
Right.
So
For
it ain't
sure.
just that he doing reaction videos, it's his own personal style. So what I said, well, you know what? I don't want to do that reaction shit. That's what he do. That's what he good at. And he also talked about how he been on YouTube for years and struggled for a long time. He actually quit. So you can't look at what he at right now and think it's always been like that. He had to keep persevering too. Through some time where he gave up.
Yeah, I felt a lot.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I felt a lot of like different like channels and stuff. But you know, I still have like a dream.
Oh, he's a prime example of what I'm telling you. He done mentioned a many times where he quit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at him now, he booming. But he quit. So you know how bad you have to be doing to quit?
For sure.
I thought about quitting. He said he actually quit. And now look at it.
Yep.
So that's a perfect example right there. You got to keep going, man. You ain't gonna succeed every damn time. If you succeed at everything you do, that shit'll be boring.
Right.
That ain't no challenge, man.
Exactly.
And you'll be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 22, bro.
Yep.
You're 22, man.
22.
You hit the gym?
Yeah, and that's another thing. I was failing at weight loss for years. I've been I've been on and off since 17. You know, I lost like 60 pounds when I was 19, and then I gained it all back over the summer. And then, yeah, right now I'm, on my, and then this freaking car crash just kind of threw me off a little bit.
Here's something I want you to do. This is something I want you to do.
Yeah.
Take that word failing out of your vocabulary.
All right.
And replace it with learning.
Right.
You ain't failing. You got to be careful what you say.
Right.
Because you will program your own mind.
Yeah.
Into becoming whatever it is you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's this book I was, I haven't finished it or whatever. It's called Hung by the Tongue, and it basically talks about that entire thing, about being careful about what you say,
Right. Cut that word out. I know something else I failed at. You ain't failed at nothing.
Yeah.
Even if you try something and it don't turn out the way you wanted it to turn out, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you have to get stuff wrong in order to get stuff right. It's not failing, it's learning. If you look at stuff as failing, you'll stop trying shit.
Right.
You won't even try no more because you scared, dang, I might not get it right. When I don't care about getting it right, I don't care.
Right.
I'm going to try that shit. What about, bro, I was scared to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I thought I might fail. Shit.
Yeah,
what if I wouldn't have did it?
Exactly. Yeah.
And what if I would have quit? Because at first, in my mind, I was failing. I had 100 subscribers. I had 100 subscribers, bro. I'm talking making 3 videos a day, getting 20 views for the week. Each video. What if I would have bought it? Man, I'm failing. But what I said was, I gave myself a 10-year goal. I'm gonna do this shit for 10 years. I don't care how, if I don't pop the year 5, I'm gonna keep going. I was doing this shit for fun, man. Right. I had no idea I was gonna be where I am this fast. You never know what God got for you. You never know, because we all intended to do something. The problem is we just don't be knowing what it is. We know it's something, but we don't know what. So that's why you got to keep trying a bunch of shit until you find it. You may not find it on the first reel, but you keep on searching. You keep digging. right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine digging for gold. You're a prospect, a miner. Your first time digging the shovel into the ground, you might not come up with no gold. You gonna quit? Is that a failure?
Nah. Yeah, there's actually this thing. This is like a photo or whatever where it shows like somebody digging for diamonds and then they stop like literally when it's like an inch away. You
Right.
seen that?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, for sure.
You got people that mine for gold. They call it gold miners. The San Francisco 49ers. They're just a football team.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually, people that's how people made their they were prospectors. So, and that's what they did. They dug for gold, but you might dig 100 feet into the ground, not find nothing.
Right.
That don't mean you stop. And that don't mean you fail because you ain't found nothing yet. That means you ain't found nothing yet. That's all that means. But you got to keep digging.
Right.
And pretty soon, that oil going, you ever seen them one of them where you be digging and all of a sudden the oil shoot out the ground?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Ain't no damn you fail at 22. That
Mhm.
don't even make no damn sense. Catch me at 52 and tell me that again. If we still here.
Right.
Wait till you 52 before you say that, all right? Before you
Yeah.
think that. You
Okay.
ain't close to failing. Man, you 22 years old, $25 an hour. You got a certification. You're a welder.
Yeah.
Just
You
getting
certified.
started, man.
You're a certified welder, bro.
Right.
Yep.
You got grown man skill. You got any kids?
No. Nope.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
come on,
Man,
man.
dudes your age got 5 kids right now. I ain't taking care of none of them.
Yeah, that's insane.
Man, I got a cousin, 3 kids, man. He's working at a warehouse. He's done. His baby mama don't got no license to drive.
Big Ty,
What's up,
Stuff like
dog?
that.
you heard this dude, man. This
I'm
dude said
20.
he got no kids. 22 with no kids.
I'm 29. I got 2 kids. Let me tell you something, dog.
That
Wait
ain't
till you
bad.
have kids. Wait till you have kids, man. Wait,
Right.
cause you're gonna be worrying about them, and it's gonna be steady things keep coming up, steady stuff keep coming up. Then you trying to get your house and your finances and your woman and all that in order. It's like, yo, you might as well just wait it out with them kids. And even the woman, man, wait to have a girlfriend and all that, bro. Don't even waste
Right.
time with them. Be real.
You got a girlfriend?
Nah, and
Who
that's
you
another
winning?
thing.
Man,
I
oh,
like,
man.
Oh, you winning.
because there's a woman I'm interested in and stuff, but like I know it's not the right time. But I'm like, dang, man, I don't know.
Hey, where you live?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Do they got women of the night there?
I don't know. I
Just
mean,
stay away from 'em.
I'm sure, but
Hold on now. Hold
yeah, I
up,
don't know.
hold up.
I'm telling you, just stay away from 'em. I'm telling you.
The women of the night.
Yeah.
What is the woman of the night? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm talking about women in general.
No, I'm talking about as a man. You know you want you a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful how I say it on here. If I had to do over again, how can I see it? I would. Let me see. How can I say that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, equal opportunity, equal exchange.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I did that shit before. Excuse me.
If I had to do over again at like 2022, instead of all that love shit, distracted, then wasted years of your life, I done missed out on opportunity because I wouldn't leave, go out of town because I didn't want to leave my girl. I done missed out on all kind of opportunity because I didn't want to leave my girl, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Worried about what she gonna be doing while I'm gone.
Right.
I ain't lying to you, man.
Yeah, I've heard all the stories because I've been watching all your videos for the last like 10 months.
That shit
Well,
really
I came
funny.
off the road.
That joint really funny.
I was on the road, man, driving trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Your age,
Mm-hmm.
on the right path.
Mm.
If I would have stuck to that path, I ain't had nobody telling me like I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing experience with y'all that I messed up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Gary, Indiana, across the street from Michael Jackson's house, my favorite artist, and quit the damn job. Caught the bus to the house because I worried about what my girl was doing.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I remember.
Bro, you know how much you know what I should have been doing? I should have been over there touring, taking pictures of my favorite artist's house, Michael Jackson. I was in Gary, Indiana, driving for a company called Burlington. I was in training. You know, I already had my CDL. Now I'm in training to get my over-the-road experience with a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
That man woke up, I was gone. You know, we in the same, we ride team in the same truck, two in a truck, right? Me and the trainer. So you got bunk beds in the truck. So I'm riding with the guy that's training me to do over-the-road driving.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I fucked around and called my girl one night. She answered the phone. Oh, hell no.
Damn.
Exactly. Hey, I came home. That's the one I told y'all put me out. How I ended up homeless behind this woman.
Mm-hmm.
I came off the road as an over-the-road truck driver at like 22, 23 years old, your age. If I would have stuck to it, I would have owned my trucks or whatever way before now, but whether it come in and crashed. Now they ain't doing me no good. I'd have been an owner operator 20 years ago. If I would have did what I'm telling you to do now, just buy you a little bit. That's it. Just keep you some money and keep you a couple of 3 or 4s on call. And no love, no relationship. They got an understanding with you. They just need some bill paid and you Nate.
Right.
And she in a bind. That's all you want. I know that, big boy, you should be telling those young, what I'm going to tell them to go out here and lose every damn thing.
Right.
That's what I should tell him. Is that what I should tell him? Go out here and lose every damn thing. Deal with these women nowadays. Brother, your age, unless you can get a woman 60, you 22. You ain't got nothing out here to pick from for the woman.
I mean, the chick that, I mean, we stopped texting each other because, I mean, we're both busy. She's like a CNA or whatever. Like, she basically.
What color she is?
Huh?
What color she is? What race?
She Hispanic.
How old is she?
21.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
I mean, cause my older brother, like, he's dating this chick, and that's her cousin or whatever.
Oh, fuck.
You know, she was talking about, you know, how she's, you know, she's cool and stuff, and believes in, you know, good values, stuff like that. You know, which is what I'm all about. She doesn't seem like a 304 and all that.
Every hoe I ever been with told me that.
Yeah.
They ain't shown the true colors yet.
Listen to me, homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of women I done been with hoes.
Yep.
And every last one of them, now one of them told me ahead of time they was a hoe.
Right.
Instead, one of them was a church girl. One of them told me she don't go out that much. Ended up going out more than I did.
They sneaky, man.
Bruh, buy you a little bit. And focus on your dreams and goals. Feel at your age, ain't nothing out here for you, man.
Right.
It's hard out here for a man my age trying to get a woman my age to act right. You talking about 21, 22 with all this social media and all this poison. She a product of the poison.
Right. Yeah.
She's a product of the poison. Her mind is polluted with these platforms. Now you thinking she's strong enough to resist the shit that the other ones that you see didn't resist?
Right.
Do you see all the other women out here that ain't worth a damn that you don't want?
Well, yes, definitely.
But you think she's strong enough to resist all that poison? You got the right one. You were lucky. You got lucky because she told you, well, I'm cool. I ain't like that. And her cousin, family member told you she was cool. Like, what the hell she supposed to say? My cousin a hoe.
Yeah, she's talking about, because she was talking about how, like, you know, I mean, the exact thing she said, she was like, yeah, my cousin, she's sweet. She like all that, you know, stuff where, you know, you give her flowers and, you know, ask her out on a date, stuff like that. And I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you something else you ain't gonna believe.
What?
Don't tell your brother.
Oh.
Let him find out on his own. She telling you how good her cousin is, and she probably ain't shit either.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's a possibility, but from what my brother tells me, she's like she's cool because a lot of women they just use you for your money. If according to him, she got her own money. She don't even like being spoiled like that. She's real cool, stuff like that. But I don't know.
They don't want to spend their own money, man.
Hell
no. They doing the old switcheroo on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She spends her own money and stuff. Yep. She don't even really like being spoiled like that.
In the beginning, it's game. A woman to be a goddamn fool. If you got a lot of women out here that are fools, but now they just know how weak some men are. They'll tell you up front, you ain't got the money, I ain't fucking with you.
Right.
Some women will just be blunt like that. But overall, most women, they play chess, not checkers.
Mm.
They women like that go for the long game. The smart ones.
Until
it's
you
the stupid ones that want the quick fix. The smart women go for the long game. So what they'll do is they tell you what, just like men tell women what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You got women out here that's smart enough to know to tell you what you want to hear. And they know what you want to hear. Right. You got women right now, they don't care if your wood this big. You in the bed with them, they're going to be screaming like it's killing them. You know why?
What?
She trying to get you. It's something about you. She see that you're going to benefit her in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
And a woman to be a damn fool. Because she knows, a real woman knows a man's ego.
Mm-hmm.
She know if you want him, stroke his ego. Real woman know that. See, I learned this game from women. Because they done stroked my ego for years. So a woman will stroke your ego, have you thinking you king everything. Right?
Right.
You ain't going nowhere. Because ain't no other woman going to make you feel like she do, and that's going to make you think she the one for you. No, she the smartest one. That don't mean she the one for you. She the smartest. She's smart. Mm-hmm. She got game. Somebody done taught her how to treat a man. Not how to love a man, because they don't love you.
Yo, you want to hear something? Man, I was 23 years old, and one time I was so fed up with this one chick I was with, I helped her move her shit, her stuff out the house. She couldn't get her stuff. I helped her move her stuff out the house. And guess what she tried to do when we got to the place I was trying to help her move to? She tried to give me a little bit before I left. I was like, no, babe, I don't want no more. You ain't finna treat me no more.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Mm-hmm. That's when you're tired.
I was tired, dog.
But listen.
Mm.
When a woman wants you, she gonna treat you right.
She gonna cook.
She gonna treat you right. That's the love you think you getting.
Right.
The fact she treating you right. Mm-hmm. She treating you right because she expecting something in return. And you're supposed to give her something in return. You're supposed to give it to her. If she doing what she's supposed to be doing, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to be doing. But don't take it no more than just that. What we mess up at, we think it's really genuine love, when it's reality. She sees something in you she want, and she want to do what she need to do to get it. And if she doing what she need to do to get it, you need to let her have it. And when she stop doing it, what the man's supposed to be doing, whatever it is the woman require for him to be with her, if he want her. That's what he's supposed to be doing, whatever that is. Each woman got her own requirements. She said, what is the man supposed to be doing?
Protect and provide, man.
Some women don't want that.
Yeah, I know.
She might want something else. Some women might want some, whatever it is, you got to figure out, if you want this woman, you got to figure out what it is that she wants and if you're willing to pay it. Everybody got a price. Ain't none of this free. Ain't no love. Ain't none of this free. Ain't none of this about love. If you think she love me, dog, okay.
Damn, my internet trip.
Yes.
You
It ain't
still
no
here?
Disney Channel, man.
You still here?
Yeah, it looks pretty clear. Like
Yeah,
you're
you
not
look clear to
lagging
me.
or anything.
She say, what the
Hmm.
man supposed to be doing? Whatever she, the woman he want, need him to do. Every woman, they got the same requirements. That's why I get sick of seeing these dating coaches, dating podcasts, dating this. A real man does this. A real man does that. You don't know what the hell a real man do or a real woman. It depends on each individual relationship. I don't go 50-50. That shit crazy. The man supposed to pay all the bills. No. You're supposed to do what the requirement of that relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you with, whatever they require.
Right.
Some women don't require you to pay all the bills.
We're going 50-50 over here.
Exactly. Right. But it ain't. But when people say that, it ain't exactly 50-50 all like that.
It's like 60-40, 70-30.
You just gotta help do something.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't finna sit up on your ass while I pay everything.
Mhm.
It ain't just told I need you to pay the bills. It's just out of respect. You ain't finna play me. I'm not gonna let you use me. I don't need a woman to pay no bill for me, but if you're living with me, you're gonna pay something just out of, well, I ain't gonna say you're gonna pay something. Cash. It might not be cash. She gonna pay something though. She gonna do something. Cause the stuff she do around the house is a fee. If she keep your house clean, that's a fee.
Mm-hmm.
She's paying something to be there. You come home to your house spotless. That's a fee. Because either you're going to do it, you tired of hell, so if you don't do it, you got to pay a cleaning service.
Exactly.
Right? So that's work she putting in. If she cooking for you, that's a fee. So she earning her keep. It ain't always, well, 50-50 means she gives you half on the rent.
Mm-hmm.
People they won't say that. So now you got everybody right here, women don't want men, men don't want women. No, we going 50-50. You damn right. We finna help each other. We finna, you ain't finna just sit and be, I'm a bad bitch, and you gonna be a lonely bitch fucking with me. Fucking with me. Talking about you's a bad bitch. I still hear all these women, women in my city, Mobile, they 48, 50 years old, still running around here talking about they baddies. I'm a baddie. Bitch, you 48. What the fuck is you talking about? And you got men out here catering to that shit. That's the problem. You dudes. You letting a woman sit up under you and don't do nothing for you. Why do you think they got the nerve to say they ain't doing nothing for a man? Because they know it's men out here they ain't got to do nothing for. They wouldn't be saying it if they didn't have that experience. There's men out here that are not requiring women. They're so lame, so weak, that they don't require a woman to do a damn thing. Let me. And you got women out here, since we're on this topic, listening to gay dudes give them dating advice. Say it ain't so, Big Ward. Yes, it is. A gay dude telling women what to do with straight men. He don't even want a woman. But he telling them, hold on, y'all have seen this dude before.
Until a man, date them all. Until a man commits to you, wipes you, makes you his complete focus, you do not make him your complete focus. Okay? Y'all be getting your heart broken when these men ghost you, when they act up, when they don't call you back, when they do whatever they do. But the reality is, if you had other options out here, you wouldn't be worried. You just move on to the next one. So date them all. I didn't think I'd lay with them all, but date them all until somebody commits to you the right way. Date them all.
That's the worst advice I ever heard. But it's from a dude who take wood up his, you gonna listen to him. No disrespect.
Right.
But straight women, listen to your straight men when we telling you what we want. Why we ain't committing. Why we ain't doing it. Don't listen to no punk. Date them all. Cause he promiscuous.
He gonna mess with everybody.
He gonna mess with everybody. Man, I got gay dudes come on to me like it. Like all I gotta do is say, "Let's go." They're going to the bathroom in the goddamn way and bent over.
They're aggressive, bro. They're
Oh
aggressive.
yeah.
So you listen to him tell you a normal person how to date them all. Cause that's what they do. No, you don't date them all. You date one at a time and don't take them all serious on day one. That's what you're doing wrong. You don't meet a dude or a woman today. Oh, I met my, what they call that shit, love at first sight and all that bull. That's what you messing up at. I wish I would be out here dating them all, these crazy ass women, man. You'll lose your damn mind out here dating 4 or 5. Like some of these dudes, these dating coaches tell you to have a rotation. A 5-girl rotation, a 10-girl rotation. Man, you'll lose your damn mind. All them different personalities. Demonetized. What is this nigga? Hold on, what are you talking about?
I guess the topic you were just talking about the
they're gonna get me demonetized for playing his video and saying I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think it'll. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, All I'm saying is, I'm telling you, I ain't got no problem with them doing whatever they do. I'm saying stay out of straight folk business. Mind if you on the community like you don't want us minding y'all business, y'all don't mind ours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let straight folk handle their own business, and y'all handle y'all business over there. However y'all do. Don't you over there in the community, but you gonna cross over the fence to give advice on the straight side, but you ain't straight. What a straight man look like going over there in the gay community to give them dating advice? Do that make any sense?
Nah.
Mind your business. We don't operate the same. Y'all do stuff we don't do. So all I'm saying is, why in the hell would a woman take advice on a straight relationship from a gay dude?
Exactly.
Let me ask you this, same reason, same vice versa. Why would a gay person take dating advice from a straight person? We don't understand each other like that.
Hell no.
Birds of a feather.
So I ain't just putting down gay people. I'm telling you, if you gay, don't take advice from a straight dude. And you gay. How the hell am I gonna tell you how to handle your gay relationship? When in my mind, I'm saying you ain't supposed to be with him no way. Right. So what I'm gonna tell you about how to deal with your man, and you a man, and I don't even think you're supposed to be with a man. But you taking advice from me, and I'm straight. But here you is, women, listening to a gay dude tell y'all how to interact with straight men. First of all, nowadays, women, listen to me. As a straight man, I'm giving you some advice. Don't listen to him, first of all. Second of all, you can't date us all because we ain't out here dating no more. We not wasting time dating y'all. Have y'all noticed that we don't actually on dates no more? How you gonna date them all? If you meet a man nowadays, he want to hit on the first date.
Yeah, that's me.
She talking about
we grown, man.
He's so feminine. I mean, he. He said you ain't got to lay with them all. Well, you ain't finna date them.
Hell no.
Let me repeat what he just said. You ain't got to lay with him. That's how I know that he don't know the hell he talking about.
Date them all. Until a man commits to you, wipes you, makes you his complete focus, you do not make him your complete focus. Okay? Y'all be getting your heart broken when these men ghost you, when they act up, when they don't call you back, when they do whatever they do.
Mr. Stat.
Now, I agree with him. If he ain't made you his complete focus, he ain't married you, he ain't did all that, then I agree with him. You don't fall all in love with him and make him your complete focus. I tell anybody, love who loves you, want who wants you, right?
Right.
So if he ain't showing you he wants you, then you don't do all that for him either. But you don't be out here dating them all. You just don't be bothered. If he ain't taking you serious, you don't take him serious. He say date them all. Well, this one ain't taking me serious. I'm gonna date him. I'm gonna date him. I'm gonna date him. That's what they do. Straight women. You can't do that with a straight man. You can't date him. You can't date him. You can't date him because you're going to have one of them nuts thinking you his. And you ain't gave him none. He still think you belong to him. What about when you date a nut? Right? Ladies, have you ever had a man you ain't never slept with stalking you? Stalking you. You ain't got to lay with him. You can't even interact with everybody nowadays. You know what I mean? Can y'all relate to that? I'm talking to you.
My
I
bad.
don't even like being bothered with a lot of different women, whether I'm dating them or not. I don't want all them people in my circle.
Right.
When I was young, I was doing that, fooling around this girl, that girl, this girl, that girl. I was on the road though.
But so you were able to get away.
Yeah, I was able to get away.
Yep.
How would that work for you if you're in the same city, the same town, and you dating all these different women?
Nah, it ain't work too well. Don't do that in the same city. You only can do that if you traveling around. See, I was working on the road, and I have a girl on the road. Then at home, I have me a chick, and I may end up hitting one and hitting the other one. But they was always not too close together. They ain't really know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I've seen all kinds of fights over it.
Man, I'm
at parties and clubs.
Listen to me, young fella. And this ain't to make no woman happy. Big boy, you pandering to the women. That's how the fellas will start talking. Fellas, this ain't to make a woman happy. Don't be out here messing with all these different women. Don't do that. That player shit, play it out.
Yeah.
It is.
That's never been me, man. Like my older brother, he does that stuff. And I'm surprised he only has one kid and he's only 30. So like he does that stuff a lot. But
whoever, and see, as a young man, I was taught that. I was taught date them all. That's why I'm telling you he crazy. I was taught that bullshit as a young man by the OGs that didn't know no better. Thought they were teaching us some real game. And I'm telling you, that's some dumb ass. Don't date them all.
Right.
One at a time, cause your focus need to be on yourself.
Yeah, but one at a time, man.
So you should have enough time to be focused on dating 5-6 women.
But he
drama, man. One of them might stab you.
Come back here, lady. I had a woman in the queue.
Uh-oh, she calling us. Uh-oh.
But he's 20.
When she come back, I gotta let y'all go. She pretty.
They're gonna keep coming after him though, because he's 22. He got his own thing going on, so he gonna have to. It's gonna be hard to keep saying no. But they're gonna keep coming. That's what happened.
She Brown, don't you go nowhere. You like you finna go off on me too. You looking like you mad.
Oh man.
I think she finna go off. But hey, I'm down for it. I didn't say somebody had no business. So I'm let me see. Probably can bring her up. You ready? She Brown? Let me see. I might need to leave y'all up here with me so I have some backup. Because she's gonna go off. Hey, young lady.
Hi.
What's on your mind?
Okay, I turned my camera off too because I'm not no celebrity or nothing like that, no YouTuber. I don't even like to be all on camera like that. I'm not that photogenic.
See, you look like it to me. What I just saw.
Well, yes. What was I gonna say? I've been listening to y'all, but I just pulled over. And
hold on, you've been on here before.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all recognize your voice.
You cut me out earlier.
I cut you off.
No, you cut me out. You called me a Democrat. I said, "Oh, not no Democrat."
Oh, that's the utmost disrespect.
Yeah, it is. You know,
I ain't mean it though. What happened? Why did I call you that? What did you say?
I said that it wasn't just about intellectual property. You know, like they trying to act like they only mad at China because they supposed to be like stealing
Oh, that
people's
was you.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, he said, "Oh, you."
Mama who? What you want, Mama who?
Oh, got it.
That was you.
Mhm.
Girl, I know you better than that, man. Come on. What you mean by that? What else is it? Explain to us.
It's all kind of stuff.
You said all kind of stuff.
Yes, they just saying that because they trying to, make it seem like they really got a real reason.
No. Hold on. I ain't said that was all. I ain't said that was the only thing.
Oh, that's what it seemed like it because that's why I was like, what? No, that ain't.
No.
Them saying different stuff.
No, I was explaining what intellectual properties is. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's what they saying, but like the
That is
main
true.
reason is power.
They stealing our shit. That's true.
Yeah, that's a part of it, but they don't really care about that. They don't give a damn about that. That ain't what they really care about.
What else is?
Power. Between China and Russia, them the only two people that ain't letting the U.S. just overtake them all the way. Because I've been listening since like last administration. Because I can't stand Joe Biden and Kamala and them either. That's why I was like, I got to tell him I'm not no Democrat. No, they've been trying to pin something on them since the last administration and stuff.
Hold on. But you're an American, right?
Yeah, I live in America. I'm from America.
No, I ain't say where you live. I said, are you an American?
Well, I am who I am.
What team are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for me. Team me.
Okay.
My family.
You got to have somewhere to live, right?
Yeah, but then at the same time, I feel like these elite people, they don't give a damn where we live because they multinational billionaires. They don't care if they get this thing towed up. They just go get on a jet and go to one of their other countries they doing business with.
Yeah, they got money, man. They got money.
They like
help. If the whole world on fire though, that ain't gonna help. Where can you go?
It's so like that's what I've been
going to space.
I'm hoping they don't get the whole world on fire because they be trying. All of them is trying each other's hands. They've been threatening nuclear wars and all this stuff since like the end of the last administration. And I'm not gonna say that I don't got nothing against Trump or nothing like that. I was optimistic because I really didn't trust Kamala to stand up for herself. Biden was dead for like 3 years. They ain't say nothing until he had to debate. And basically, it seemed like even though Trump got good ideas and he want to do stuff, it seemed like the people around him kind of be trying to go against him a little bit too. Because I've been watching real close. Like I've been listening to, I listen to long form content. I don't just listen to these news stations because sometimes they be on that propaganda, they be on bias and stuff. I listen to like the whole press conference briefings and stuff at the State Department, UN Security Councils, and all that stuff on YouTube. You can listen to all of that. And I listen to the whole thing because I want to hear exactly what the horse saying out his mouth before they go on the news and then take a little clip and then add all they extra on it and try to twist it,
That's what they do.
From what I've been hearing, like listening directly to them and stuff, they all sound a little bit crazy. Like I thought last administration was crazy, and they discussed it because they lie so much. I watched them lie for like 2 years straight, just lie every week, lie, and I'm looking like, damn, okay, I can't take this. But this administration, I think they're a little bit crazy, like like all the way down.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. And then I'm gonna let you finish. Let me tell you where I stand. Why I asked you was you an American, where you live, and all that, right?
Yeah.
And you said what they really after is power. And I agree with you. Everybody, me, you, him, her, him, everybody, we want some type of power in our lives. We want to have we all want an upper hand in life.
Controlled.
Yeah.
We all want the upper hand. I do. Let me speak for myself. If I can get the upper hand, I want the upper hand.
Right.
In my own personal business, in my own personal dealings. I prefer the upper hand than to be on the bottom. Right?
Yeah.
I prefer to be on top. Now, I'm living in the country.
Yeah.
I was born here. It is what it is. It ain't perfect, but it's what I got.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer somebody gonna have the power.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer it to be the country I live in.
Mm-hmm.
All of them shady. Can't none of them be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
But I at least know the one that I'm living in. I know they dirty. I don't know them other motherfuckers. I know what I'm dealing with the one here. They dirty, but I know them. I know how to deal with them.
I got something to say. I do.
But
I agree with them.
so
I know.
if somebody, if they all grappling for power, I prefer it be my country where I live, be the one that come out on top.
Okay, and I agree with you too, Ward. But
we dirty too, but I know I was dirty. I
This
don't know
what
them folks.
I feel like it's a way to do it. Like right now, this administration, they being real performative. Like we got like real celebrity stars up there, and they saying whatever.
Man, he killing China.
Huh?
He killing China. China about to fold.
No, they killing our farmers and stuff too. Like I'm not.
No, we gonna have some pain now. We gonna have some pain. We gonna get some. We gonna get hit too.
Yeah.
Listen,
You know,
I want to tell you because I be watching all of the, like I watch all the briefings, all the news. I knew this stuff when Russia was finna get shut down. They trying to sabotage that too. Trump won't there won't stop.
Can I ask you a question?
Trying to go against him.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you agree we're in a fight right now?
With a fight?
Are we in a fight, this country?
We in two of them.
Okay, so you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with him.
No, I'm asking you, do you agree with me asking you the fact that I'm saying we're in a fight right now?
Yeah, we in a fight.
Okay, have you ever been in a fight in real life?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Of course.
But did you still get hit?
It look like I be getting my ass whooped.
But did you still get hit?
Yeah, I got hit.
Even though you won?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you talking about the farmers that's suffering and whatever else we got over here suffering. We getting hit too. We're in a fight.
Yeah.
The object is not to get, well, we ain't gonna get hit at all. The object is to win.
Yeah.
But we get hit. So you naming everything that's going wrong on our side.
No,
but you look at what's going wrong on their side. Well, we knocking them the fuck out.
Look, I'm looking at that too. I'm looking at see the difference about me. I look at everything. This is what I do. I believe in God, and I literally believe that a lot of this stuff that's going on is just too crazy. It don't even make no sense. That's why I be looking at it like, damn, is they gonna blow us up for real? Yeah, I be looking at everything all the time. Like I be looking at all of the news. I'm not saying that I don't want us to have the power. I'm saying it's a way that we need to do it. And I think they've been being sloppy a little bit. And I just think
what would you do different?
Well, I wouldn't tell my enemies that I wouldn't call them peasants. And I wouldn't tell them that
hold on. You would have called who peasants? They called us peasants.
No, they called them peasants first. JD Vince called them peasants first.
We just did.
I got a question, Big Word.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this.
What do you think about them exempting? What do you think about Trump exempting iPhones and computers from the tariffs? Because I was agreeing with the tariffs, but he basically those won't be tariffed. What do you think about that?
They sloppy. They need them iPhones and them dang old things they trying to exempt. This is what I'm trying to get out of my mouth real quick. How you gonna tell your enemy that, well, you got all our businesses, you making everything for us, you making all our medicine and stuff, and we finna go to war with y'all, so we can't let y'all keep making that. How you gonna tell them before you got your fallback stuff on? Because we don't really got the stuff set up to start making all this different stuff right now. And I know long term, yes. But I feel like the people that Trump got around him is just sloppy and they saying anything. And them Chinese looking and watching, they not stupid. I be watching them, watching us.
Well,
they know what he said.
This is why I disagree with you on a few things.
Yeah.
They are stupid. Very stupid.
Yeah.
They are. You say they're not stupid. I say they are. So they over there. First of all, what they do is you hear.
Yeah.
Everything we dealing with, you got all access to what going on here, whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
You have no access. except for a few people that sneak out, that's able to get the information out because China put the foot. You think YouTube is banning me? China don't play that. They don't let no information get out.
Mm-hmm.
That's against their government.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then you'll hear something.
Mm-hmm.
And let me show you this. Hold on. So you won't just think I'm just making up stuff.
Doesn't China have that social credit thing?
Hold on. Them folks is catching, they getting their ass whooped. And they finna fold any day now. So however you say he ain't doing right, he should have done it another way, what he doing, they cave. But you don't hear it.
A few days.
First of all, because we got a media that don't want him to look good. Second of all, China ain't gonna tell you, hey, we getting our ass whooped.
No, I'm looking at their media. I don't look at the media like not the mainstream, the Foxes and stuff, because they corny and they lie a lot. I like to look directly at the people. I can look at Donald Trump, say what Donald Trump gotta say. He's gonna say it. He gets talk out of his own mouth. I can watch his whole long form briefing and the people around him. I don't need Fox 6 to tell me what JD Vance said at a press conference because I can just watch the press conference. I don't need a clip of it. I like to watch the whole thing. That stuff is actually interesting to me because it's one, I can watch it, and sometimes I just be astonished at what these crazy people be.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
All of them, Republican, all of them.
I know I didn't go into my parents' houses.
China's once questionable dominance on the world stage is faltering. For decades, the world has been afraid to stand up to the Eastern superpower for fear of what it could do to world economies. But Donald Trump has just done it, and the results are astounding. China is being left out in the cold after nations across the globe have chosen to negotiate with the United States.
That must be fair, Britain.
And without the support of the world, China could very well be entering a new era of economic struggle.
I believe that China will be forced very soon to come to the table for the simple reason that China's economy is completely dependent on its exports to the United States and to the West.
The Trump administration's pressure campaign is working. China is panicking, and now they have an even bigger problem. World has just abandoned the CCP as the US rains down tariffs on Chinese goods. Trump is using this situation to force other countries to pick between the United States and China, and those countries are not picking China. The move has massive implications for not only the CCP, but the whole Chinese population. Take a look at this chart.
This chart is the reason Xi Jinping left China. He's not fleeing, but rather he's panicking. This is why he's visiting countries around Asia to get more leaders on his side. You see this chart? There's one country that stands out, and that country is the country China depends on to keep its economy going. In fact, this chart isn't even entirely accurate. Not because I'm trying to lie to you guys, but it's because CCP lies to the world. You see, after 2028, when Trump first slapped tariffs on Chinese goods, China started redirecting their goods to other countries. In fact, China sends roughly the same amount of goods indirectly to the United States as it sends directly. That means it's not 50% of Chinese exports that come to the US, it's 30%. And it's not going to be easy for them to replace that after Trump has slapped them with 245% tariff. This is exactly why Xi Jinping is panicking, and he took off for an emergency trip around Asia to convince other leaders to stand united with China. Unfortunately, those leaders are not listening to Xi Jinping. Here we have more details about the dilemma Xi Jinping faces.
So Xi Jinping is perfectly capable of taking China off the cliff. And so, yeah, he says he won't be bullied. He says he's not going to talk to us until we come begging. So I don't know. But this is not going to be a good story for China. Because remember, our economy is much bigger than theirs. Even with their inflated gross domestic product reports, their economy is less than 2/3 the size of ours. Last year, China ran an enormous merchandise trade surplus against us, $295.4 billion, which was 5.8% bigger than the merchandise trade surplus in 2023. I mean, they've got everything to lose. Now, they can retaliate as they've done with the rare earth export ban. But, they tried that against Japan in 2010. It didn't work. China collapsed in a couple months. They can tell Boeing we're not accepting deliveries of planes. But if President Trump says if he prohibits Boeing from selling planes and replacement parts, there are going to be a lot of planes in China not flying. So, we have the power. The only way China wins this trade war is if it gets Trump to preemptively surrender.
Now, CCP is already censoring tariff-related posts on social media, especially in China, where hashtags and searches for tariff and the number 104, which was the amount of tariff that China put on US goods entering the Chinese nation, were blocked on social media platform Weibo with pages showing an error message. This just goes to show how far the CCP will go to censor anything that criticizes the communist government. Similarly, CCP has bought farms overseas that down.
That's not Fox News. This is an independent news source. As you can see, if you can hear, they got the accents. It's reported on here that are Chinese that have snuck to another country to get this news out. They just said China will censor anything coming out of there. You think YouTube bad?
Mm-hmm.
My point is,
go ahead. Sorry.
In spite of us, what we going through, they're going through worse. We in a fight. I prefer, in spite of how imperfect this country is, this is where I live. So I prefer this one win.
Yep.
I don't give a damn how effed up it is. We ain't worse than them. And this is all I got.
Yep.
I don't get that. Like, you may not like the way he's doing it, but he's getting it done, is my point. We had other opportunities, other leaders before him wouldn't even attempt to do it. Too scared. Because they didn't want to go through like what she just did, they didn't want to be criticized. He could have did it another way. He could have did this. He's doing it.
Hey, big word. So I agree with the tariffs and like the fact that we're winning, even though they're not saying anything on the American news stations and all that. But one thing that confused me, like given that fact, is the fact that Trump basically basically exempt the iPhones and computers, like because they were already shutting down a bunch of factories in China. If he would have just let it, even if he would have just let it go for like another month, like the iPhones, like more and more factories would have kept shutting down and more pressure would have been put on China. What do you think about him exempting iPhones and computers from that? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it don't make sense to keep something that you gotta have.
I mean, because Samsung, I thought Samsung
just for your own survival.
Right. I mean, I thought Samsung was like an American. I would be willing for my next phone to be a Samsung, even if he like raised the prices on the iPhone, so long as it helped America in the end win the trade wars.
You said phone the computers, right?
Yeah, because we get some of our computers, I think, from India, and then I think some of them are made here.
Hold on. Let me look this up. What would be the reason?
Hey, man, I got to get out of here. I got to take a phone call.
I appreciate it.
But I just wanted to say, for anybody out there under the age of 25, if you don't know what to do, consider Job Corps. You can
they
live
still
there.
Have that?
Job Corps?
Yeah.
It's a program. I went there. It's a program. You can live there for free.
Well, I know what it is. I'm saying I didn't know they still had it.
Oh, yeah, we have it.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know it was still in existence.
Oh, yeah. It still exists. I just wanted to mention it real quick for all the younger generation out there that don't know what to do with themselves. So, anyways, no, I appreciate you having me on. Appreciate what you do. And to the young boy right here, you're only 22, man. Just getting started. Listen to Big Ward.
For
and
sure.
You ain't nowhere near a failure.
For sure, man. Appreciate it.
At all.
But all right, I'll see y'all later. Keep doing your thing, Big Ward.
All right, appreciate it.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Hold on, I'm trying to see. Answer your question. Let me see, President Trump. All right, all right. Something to do with Apple. It said that word tariffs on the iPhones, but they were recently exempted from some of President Trump's latest tariffs. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection announced that electronics, including smartphones, will be excluded from broader tariffs. So they still got tariffs, they just ain't going up like the other stuff.
Oh, okay.
It will be excluded from broader. You see how you keep going? Now they at like 245% or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
But the iPhones or whatever, them tariffs, they still in place, but he ain't raised them like he doing the other stuff.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But
So
they still got
went up?
tariffs on them. So it said, but they were exempt from the new tariffs.
Right.
So it said, elaboration, the initial tariff plan. President Trump had proposed tariffs on a wide range of goods, including electronics from China and other countries. These tariffs were expected to increase the cost of goods imported to the U.S. No shit. So then it says Apple's exposure, Apple. Apple, which relies heavily on China for its manufacturing of iPhones, was particularly vulnerable to the tariffs. So this looked like something he's doing for Apple. I guess, is Apple an American company?
Yeah, yep. Because Steve Jobs, I think he created it.
Okay. And they relied heavily. I guess most of the stuff we get from China, we don't rely, because we get stuff from Bangladesh, we get stuff from India, we get stuff from Mexico. But it looks like with this American company, they relied heavily on this particular product.
Right.
To where I guess it would have been like a matter of national security, and I don't know where the hell they get that from. Something to do with Apple and what damage it would have caused to Apple. You ain't trying to hurt yourself too bad in a war. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure.
You know you got to hurt them as much as you can. But you don't want to, say in a boxing match.
Right.
You don't want to throw a left hook or a left with a cross or something and leave yourself open for a right cross. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
So even though you fighting and you boxing and you throwing a punch, you got to watch out for the counter punch. Them throwing a punch back at you that can knock you out. You ain't trying to get knocked out because you punching. So even though we got these tariffs, I guess for some reason, some smarter than me, assuming that if they kept that one going, it would knock us out instead of them. So even though we fighting, you don't want your punch causing you to get knocked out by a counter punch. You know what I mean? The way you throwing a punch that left you open to a counter. You throw a right. You throw the right, now that leaves you open for the right hook coming from him.
Right.
That wasn't your intention by throwing that punch. And you left yourself open to get knocked out.
Right. And so there still are like new tariffs though, right? They just hell
yeah, they done went up there to like 245%.
Oh damn. Okay.
But what they did was they didn't go up that high on the iPhone.
Oh, specifically the iPhones.
Right.
But did they put
Because
tariffs
of
at all
Apple.
on the iPhones, or
It's
no?
because of Apple.
Right. Did they put tariffs at all on the iPhones though?
Hold on.
I don't. Okay. So maybe it's specifically just the iPhones that have none.
It said exemption announcement on April 12, 2025. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection announced that electronics, including smartphones and computers, will be exempt from most of the tariffs.
Okay.
Not all.
Okay.
Most. And it says this exemption came after a period of panic buying. You know how folk bought up all the toilet paper?
Mm-hmm.
After a period of panic buying and concern that iPhone prices could increase substantially. Which I don't agree with that. I say let them increase. So I don't agree with him on that.
Right.
And guess what, y'all? I know y'all shocked to hear that. I don't agree on everything Trump do.
Same.
So I felt like, shit. So what if the price went up? We just don't buy the son bitch.
Yeah. And do you?
Like I got what Galaxy come from? That's Japan, ain't it?
Samsung. I thought Samsung was American. I thought it was, but I don't know if that's true or not.
No, you ain't kicked out, Mama. Why your mama? You see Brown here, Mama? No, your phone was making a bunch of background noise, and I couldn't hear my video. But hold on. No, you ain't kicked out. Somebody asked about was that your phone making that noise? So they couldn't hear over the phone noise. You're not kicked out. I still got you sitting right here.
Okay. I hope that wasn't my computer. I don't think it was.
No, that was her phone. That was the young lady that just was on here. I took her off because the phone
okay.
was making a lot of background noise while I was trying to play that little audio clip I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't hear it because of her background noise. So I had to take her down off the screen. Off the stage. But I'm gonna bring you back in a minute. Don't go nowhere. I ain't kick you out. You ain't did nothing wrong. Just your phone noise. Let me see.
And did you hear about?
Hold on. And it say even with the exemption, some analysts still predicted that the price of iPhones could increase due to the tariffs on material and components from other countries. Apple has been taking steps to diversify its manufacturing base, including moving some production to India and Vietnam, and they also investing in America.
Okay.
So what they're doing is, like she said, it caught them up. We wasn't ready, even though we need to get back to manufacturing our own stuff. We wasn't ready to manufacture everything right now.
Right.
So that's pretty much what she was saying. I think I'm gonna let her explain for herself in a minute.
Okay.
Happy Easter to me. Is it not in Easter yet, but happy Easter.
Yeah. Hey, and one thing I've been hearing people getting up in arms about, is like the Black Museum thing with the federal funding. Like, did you hear about any of that?
I don't get in all that type of bullshit, man. That shit ain't important. You back up, Mama?
Yeah.
You hear me better now?
I can hear you. That wasn't the problem. It was some other noise in the background we can hear along with you, like when you're not talking.
Oh, okay.
Like, hold on, don't say nothing. Don't talk. Hold on. Let me see if you can hear. Hold on. Now I don't hear it.
Oh, it's probably how I had my tablet sitting up against something, maybe. I didn't even
sound like some birds chirping.
Oh Lord, ain't no birds out here. It's nighttime. It ain't no birds. No, I just because I love your channel anyways, and then I feel like, we be getting a whole bunch of different news sources, and depending on where we looking at or whatever, we might miss stuff or not hear stuff, especially like our community and stuff. Because sometimes I feel like they be trying to like leave us out the loop and only tell us certain stuff. Like, just like when they went and found Negroes to tell us that Kamala was black at the last minute, knowing she wasn't. And they specifically paid millions of dollars to the Shade Room and like Neighborhood Talk, somewhere where Negroes don't usually look at political stuff, but they paid them to put her in front of us. And then they put their clips out with their narratives, for campaigning and stuff like that.
Right.
And so I feel like they do that a lot. All of them do. Like, they know how to find Negroes when they want to find Negroes if Negroes ain't looking for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they only want to tell you a little bit of something. So That's what I was saying. I'm not saying this because I'm all for either one of the parties, but like what about the tariffs though? I feel like they playing too much, right? Because like they off and on, they back and forth. They want these countries to jump when they want to jump. When they want them to jump and stuff. And some of them not playing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I understand he want to get our country right or whatever with this financial situation, but the thing that I'm saying is that he a little bit wishy-washy, right? Because
but this like I said, but this I agree with what you're saying. We want them to jump when we want them to jump, right? I agree with you.
Yeah.
But the problem I got is they want the same thing.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
They want us to do the same thing for them.
Hear me out, please. Hear me out. No, what I'm saying is that like a lot of these different agreements and stuff, they've been in these agreements for a long time. Some of them Trump even made. Some of these agreements he even made. It's like for real, like besides even just the tariffs, right? Trump be saying he want to do something one day and then say, oh, it's an executive order. And then he'll do it. And then the next day he might change his mind.
Example?
Huh?
Example?
Okay, even these tariffs. Okay, so these tariffs, right? I guess he took some tariffs off of Mexico and Canada or whatever because we needed something from them, right? Or whatever.
That ain't why he did that.
Huh?
That ain't why he did it.
Why he do it?
Because they wanted to come to the table and talk.
Yeah, well, some of the tariffs that they ain't changed the tariffs that they put on us because they said he keep going back and forth.
They did now.
Huh?
Ain't nobody else got tariffs with China now. Everybody else say, hey, we want to talk. We don't want to fight.
Yeah, not all of them though. Not all of them.
Who? Ain't nobody but China.
Yeah, but they still got some tariffs on us that they raised up. They said they're not changing them. It's certain things that we were getting from certain people, and they knew that.
Well, hold on. Tariffs have always been in effect forever. Not just the problem is outrageous. Tariffs are needed to keep a fair balance.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that it is outrageous. So look, he said reciprocal tariffs for some of these people, right? And some of these people wasn't even tariffing us. Like,
hold on, like who?
I forgot which one of them countries it was in the
ain't no country on the planet that ain't tariff America.
No, it was some country.
Oh yeah, there was one. There was one, and they were hurt because Trump tariffed them, and they had zero tariffs on us. I can't remember what it was though.
Come on now, y'all gotta tell me who now so I can look at it now. You can't just tell me something then don't give me no name.
I don't think it was Taiwan. It was like
Now, if I go have to find this, because that man
come on, you can't do that now.
I can't remember. It was one country though. They were like really upset about it.
Because he said reciprocal tariffs, right? As if he was gonna match the tariffs, and they didn't.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If you give me some information, you gotta give me your source. If you can't give me your source, it ain't true.
I'm playing, I don't lie. I can go find it. Now you gonna make me find
I need you to. I ain't saying you ain't telling the truth. I need verification.
Okay, and I promise you, I can find that verification.
I ain't saying you're lying, but I'm saying I can't believe you until I see. I got the same thing I tell y'all to do with me. Don't take my word for it. I'm going to tell you where I got this information from, so you can go see for yourself. Now I'm going to bring up who is this Docs or Dax?
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna let you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, how you doing, my man?
Pretty good. How y'all making out?
All right. What is that, a DOX or DAX?
Yeah, Docs is fine.
Okay, Docs.
But what she was probably referring to is like Singapore and stuff.
Yes, yep. That was
Singapore. And what happened with them?
They're just not implementing any tariffs too much on America. And Hong Kong, which is part of China, they say, but it stands kind of by itself. It's like
they had zero tariffs
on imported goods from America. Yes.
Yeah,
like
Singapore.
zero.
Yep. Singapore.
That's crazy. And where are they located?
Oh, that's in Asia. They just like an island. But Hong Kong as well. But Hong Kong's so part of China, you know, it's kind of like its own thing, like Taiwan in a way.
Yeah, y'all up here looking at looking for.
So let me see. You got
'Cause I
Singapore
said
and Hong Kong.
Yeah, Singapore is the one I remember.
Okay, Hong Kong is they're not part of China, but they're part of China. All right, check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
I want y'all to listen to some what happened. Why he would tariff some country like that didn't have tariffs on us. Because I'm gonna tell you something what China's doing.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get around the tariff that's put on them, they using third-party shipping. Now I'm not saying that's what happened.
No, they do.
But this is what China, hold on. This is what China's doing. Since the tariffs on them are so high, they will ship their goods somewhere else and then get the goods to be shipped from there to here.
Mm.
So he put tariffs on. I'm not saying what he's doing. I got to look more into it. But
no,
it could be possible.
But he would
hold on. Let me finish. It could be possible that he putting tariffs on. I'm not saying it's what's going on. I said could be possible. I got to do more research to keep China from being able to ship to Hong Kong and then ship it from Hong Kong to here.
Mm.
Could that be possible? Why they caught up in the mix, even though they didn't do anything wrong, it's them being affiliated with China got them fucked up.
So because the countries he tariffs, right? They didn't even really calculate it all the way why they was tariffing them, right? They said that they didn't know for sure how much these people was tariffing us, but
Right.
they basically said like if we was in a deficit with them, basically if we was buying stuff from them more than what they are buying from us, then they're gonna take that as basically they cheating us. So then they just went and they just calculated up whatever type of tariffs and put them on whoever. Like
what I'm saying is, is he doing it as a problem with Singapore and Hong Kong, or are they in the crossfire?
Yeah, no. Crossfire. They in the crossfire.
They got caught up in the cross.
Yeah.
No, he did it with everybody indiscriminately. All the people he put tariffs on, he just put them on everybody when he did.
Doc, do you get my question?
Yeah, somewhat.
Like, could it be they got crawled up in the cross, man? We had war. They in the same vicinity of who we shooting at.
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan in the same vicinity of who they shooting at, and they trying to basically use them to almost breach China, and China know that. So it's like.
So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might be dead wrong. I might be dead wrong. Who y'all just named? Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, whoever.
I think Taiwan. I think I missed.
I don't care who it is. All I care about is us winning. I might be a damn sellout, Uncle Tom, whatever. I don't care about them folks.
It was Australia.
I don't care about them. They don't care about us.
I found it. Hey, it was Australia. Do you want to hear what he said? It's real quick.
Can you listen? I don't care.
Please.
I don't care if you wipe them off the map. I don't care. All I care is that we survive. We come out on top. We win. If it was the other way around, you think them folk got love for us?
Right.
Who give a damn about us? I can't stand to hear Americans standing up for other folks who don't give a damn about us. Fuck them folks. Fuck it all. I don't give a damn what happened to them.
We can't be beating it. That ain't how you do business, Big Wars. You got to put a little bit.
We ain't doing business. We trying to survive. What are you talking about?
Hey, Big Ward, when you mentioned Samsung, they actually owe Apple or had paid up to like billions of dollars. I think the first settlement was like 600 million back when Samsung stole a lot of intellectual property from the iPhone. So every percent of Samsung phone that gets sold actually goes to Apple. This was like a known thing, yeah, but that's a South Korean company. But
we seeing things a little bit different. I'm seeing people out here fighting for survival.
Yeah, but
you talking about some fair that ain't right, that ain't fair. I'm trying to survive.
Listen,
damn fair.
Because I really want to explain what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying.
Hold on a minute. No disrespect. Hold on. hold on. I want to say this. Taiwan, Hong Kong. I'm gonna say this again. Anybody that ain't my people, if we at war, it's fuck y'all. Because guess what they're going to say about us? Why do we think we got friends around the world? We ain't got no damn allies. Our allies are based on what we can do for them. If we could, who are our allies? England, Britain, all them folks. Because they need us.
Yeah, protection, military protection.
They don't give a fuck about us. Fuck Britain. I know now I ain't going to be monetized. I don't care. Sometimes I get heated because I'm like, hold on. It's my family over everybody. Homeboy, Doc, you got a family?
No, I'm just taking care of myself, man.
But
yeah,
I'm
of course.
like mom, sister.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. All y'all are a family. Do you care about when there's a battle going on between your family and the family next door? Mama, don't hit her like that. Do you care? Or you want your mama to win?
Of course, you want to win.
But she hit her too hard. Or she shouldn't have, well, why you hit the aunt? You know what I'm saying? Why you hit the next? What? Fuck all of them.
I mean, just for a few years,
We don't have you ever been in a situation where you ain't got nobody?
Right.
See, that's my life. I relate to America. Mm-hmm. I know how it feels for folks that only fuck with you because what you can do for them. That's the only reason they fuck with you. And then you talking about them folk like we supposed to care about them when they only fucking with us because what we can provide. Fuck them folks. They are stupid.
A lot of the tax dollars going to protect a lot of countries that some people can't even see.
And that's all we do.
That's all
we take care of the world. Fuck them folks, man.
It's not like fuck them. It's just saying for like a good decade, America needs to worry about America. Every dollar need to stay here.
Don't that mean fuck them? I ain't say fuck them forever.
Right. That's what I'm not saying.
I'm saying we ain't in a position to be worried about what nobody else needs right now.
Because all the AI intellectual property and stuff, that's very serious stuff.
We ain't in good position right now, man. Come on, like I'm trying to figure out what I'm like, what is she talking about? She sound like you down with them. I ain't really rocking with nobody that's down with anybody else but your own home. I ain't rocking with that. Fuck them folks. You say 2 years, 3 years, however long it is, Doc. But you got to say fuck them for a little while. I don't care what their needs are.
We just got to make sure we stay ahead, especially on, certain AI elements and stuff like that.
Let me ask you this question. If it was the other way around and they had the ups on us, you think they give a fuck about how we felt?
No, they're trying to get ahead.
So what is she talking about? It sounds like a woman's point of view. Like how women be emotional instead of logical. Mm-hmm. Them people will be doing the same thing. She complaining about what we doing to them. She complaining about what we doing to them because she care about them. But if it's the other way around, they would do us the same way.
Oh, yeah.
So why is you taking up for how we doing them? We ain't doing them right. We ain't doing them wrong. We shouldn't do them like that. Fuck them, because they would do it to us. We beat them to the punch. I'm glad my team winning.
Some of these, allies, we got Japan and stuff, their whole infrastructure, their biggest brands, Mitsubishi's, the Hondas and such, like if it wasn't for America buying these products, some countries would have no GDP, anything, So it's very serious. They got to understand, like, we consume a lot. So we're propping a lot of countries up by consuming.
Hold on. Let me be fair. Come on, lady.
Oh, back on now. Why are you doing me like that?
I'm like, I'm trying you because you want. First of all, you want to. I love you.
I care about us. What I'm saying is,
It don't sound like it.
They acting crazy though, Big Ward. I feel like
it sounds like you care about the other folks.
I feel like our Caucasian people is up there acting crazy.
Hold on. Can you see the chat? Can you see the chat?
No.
You can't see it?
Not on this tablet. Let me look in there now.
Okay, I want to ask the people in the chat. Be fair. Don't take my side if I'm wrong. I want y'all honest opinion. Do it sound like she down with America? Do it sound like she down with the other folks? I want y'all to answer. Be honest. If I'm wrong, I will apologize.
Cause you keep cutting me off. You won't let me finish saying what I'm saying. It is the way that we have to do this. That's not you. I'm talking about our government, right? I feel like
read the chat. Read the chat.
I'm down with us, America.
It don't sound like it.
I don't want us to get messed up because they playing up there. I'm not saying
that's why I sound like I'm cutting you off. It's because I don't rock with nobody down with the other folks. And you sound like you down with the other folks.
It's not about being down with the other folks. It's
about that.
You don't think I'm supposed to care about how our government represented us? Like what I'm saying is they up there. You got to think about how the other folks is looking at us too, because we're doing trade and business with them, and war is war, even militarily. If we went to war with China for real, right, which I never want us to go to war with them, right? I want them to work this trade stuff out. Do you think we need a nuclear war? Do you really think that we need that big war, like for real?
Do you think they need it?
But do you think that we need it?
Do you think they need it?
They're not the ones threatening that though. We've been threatening this stuff for like almost a year, even with Russia. I'm for real. I don't know if you've been hearing them on the back end. They be talking about this stuff at their briefings and stuff. They accuse and stuff, and it's like they reckless. All I'm saying is that they reckless, right? I want us to win, but I also don't trust none of the folks at the White House either because they too rich and they get selfish and they got probably underground bunkers to go up in if they start something real happening. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is that he going back and forth. He being wishy-washy. They having roasting sessions and they playing with people's economy worldwide. You know, it's one thing to call people peasants and stuff. They laugh and all this, all that. But these other countries is looking at us like, okay, man, can they make their mind up? Is they finna crash our economy? A lot of these countries is talking about how they probably can't even really depend on America and trust America, you know, to make a deal and keep a deal, you know, because he keep taking stuff on, he keep taking stuff off. And all I'm saying is that the way that they doing stuff seem kind of sloppy. I get what they saying, but I feel like it's a lot of back and forth within their administration because sometimes they be going back and forth with each other. And the whole world just looking like,
you know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. I just want to cut in 1 minute. What I'm listening to is what I think how Kamala would have been leading us right now. Listen to her. You sound like a Kamala Harris type, even though you don't like her. This is what it sounds like how she would have been feeling. What about how they feel and how they looking at us and what they thinking and how the other countries looking and how the other countries feel? I don't care. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they feel because they don't care what we think. Do you understand? Them folks can care less about us.
Yeah, they can care less, man.
You care. You're a woman. You care. And that ain't no. Hey, that's good for certain areas. Caring is good. But you're in a position where what you talking about, you can't be caring. You can't care about that.
Why you can't care when you got the lives of all these people in your hands?
The tariffs, when he's implementing these, they're dates away. So all these countries have plenty of time to discuss or negotiate. It's not like soon as he puts them he states it. It's
I mean,
on. It's a set date that's like usually 90 days that if y'all don't come to the table, this is gonna happen.
but he
That's
did
all it is.
also. Sorry, but yeah, he did also say like somebody asked him, some chick asked him, "Hey, if this country puts their tariffs to zero, are you gonna stop the tariffs?" And he was like, possibly, but you know, maybe not. So
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
don't know. It seemed like I don't know because I was trusting the tariff plan, but sometimes he be saying some stuff that I'm like, I don't. That doesn't make any sense. Like if they lower it to zero, you should lower it to zero too. You know?
Big War, can I ask you this on a
Go ahead.
military standpoint? Because you've been like in the military and stuff. If these people looking at us like, okay, man, we can't trust them. We gotta start talking to them and them. How you feel about countries that usually don't even mess with each other, linking up, is finally starting to meet and plan for backup plans and stuff because of what's going on at our White House? Countries that them CIA raggedy people, they ain't never want to get along. Like they work forever to keep people separated. But now they getting cool and stuff. You know the Biden administration push Russia and Iran together. They weren't working with each other like that. But because of all them sanctions and all that bullcrap going on over there in Israel, they got together now. And what you think about them? Like Trump said he want to stop all this stuff going on in the Middle East, but them people keep stretching up.
Russia and the other country you just named,
Yeah,
they don't trust each other either.
But they weren't talking to each other either.
Yes, they was.
They wasn't not like how they wasn't signing no real treaties and deals and stuff. They putting up this brick stuff now. You know, they like all of our like wishy-washiness is building, like it's making people. And
you know why they doing that?
It's in 4K now.
You know why they doing it?
Why?
Because they want power too. They want to be on top.
But
they're trying to keep us from being on top because they want to be on top. They don't want to be fair and just get along and everybody just work together.
I don't feel like nobody trying to keep us from being on top. They trying to keep our foot off their neck, and they can't even do that. Do you know what we doing? I ain't even gonna talk about it because you don't feel like I'm on the other side. You know what we be doing in these people's countries. They probably only helped out Europe. That's because they the same complexion as far as leadership. But these rest of these little brown poor countries, they be tearing them up. Africa ain't ever since they shipped the first original Negroes up over here. They ain't never took their foot off Africa neck. And that's all of Europe. And all I'm saying is, it ain't like we really over there doing humanitarian stuff. We not. All I'm saying is, as far as wisdom-wise, I think they be up there saying anything, they be doing anything, and it's dangerous in a way that it's sloppy. If you gonna do all this side-handed, underhanded stuff, you ain't gotta get up there and call them peasants and do it. Y'all like y'all always been and do it on the back end. How you gonna, like I said when I first came on, how you gonna tell China, man, you making all our medicine, man? Man, we finna go to war with y'all soon and all this stuff, man. You making all our man. We gotta put tariffs on you. Well, did they stop making our medicine yet? Or is they still making our medicine? Why are you saying that to them? Why you start stuff with them beforehand? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like telling them you want to get at them, and you still need them at the same time, is what I'm saying. You need them at the same time. You acting like you don't because you want to bully them, and it's because of racism, because they looking at Chinese people like they just ching chang chong. They think they over there stupid. How they look at everybody. People look at everybody. And it's like they not just stupid like that. They looking at you like, no. And what you left out was that with this tariffs and stuff, I know you showed that video where they said that, oh, they breaking down so bad and this and this and that. China just did new deals with other people, like Brazil. Like Brazil is they finna buy all their soy beans and stuff from Brazil now, but they used to buy mostly all 80% of their soybeans from America. Like and other stuff they need, and also 3 different minerals. China said they not sending to America no more. These minerals is for weapons. How is the people that got the stuff that you need to build your actual weapons for war? How are you telling them?
No, I'm not. Hold on. I'm not gonna mute her. You know, I just had to block somebody and say I wasn't being fair to her. So I'm gonna let her talk and let y'all just hear it.
Oh, so they think I'm just, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
Is it better that they cutting off the minerals that we need to make weapons? Or is
Read,
that just
read the chat. I don't want to seem like I'm disrespecting my people, because you my people. So I'm being fair. I'm trying to be fair.
well,
I don't agree with nothing you saying.
let me stop talking then. Y'all just believe whatever y'all believe. But if y'all look up in this thing smoking one day, don't say I ain't told you nothing. That's all I got to say. Because we think we big bad finna beat everybody. And we don't really even need to be fighting like this. You know? I just feel like they need to be a little bit more consistent and serious.
Have we ever been like that?
What, consistent and serious?
No, the way you saying we should be. Have we ever been like that?
I mean, consistent and serious, or like
no,
what?
No, I'm talking about treating people the way you feel like Trump ain't treating them.
My thing is that he's saying.
A simple question. Have we ever treated people the way you say we should?
Hey, but then do you know that times have changed?
You still ain't answer the question. Come on now.
No, we haven't treated nobody like they just the sweetest pie. But what I'm saying is times have changed. These countries not the same broke, poor countries they was. And that's why they at their neck.
They are the same broke, poor country. They even poor.
Yeah, they even poor.
What is he talking about? You just saying
poor.
something. They poorer than what they was. You think they want to take our shit?
China
is poor.
You
Really?
telling me?
I mean, isn't China the second biggest economy?
They've been stealing. Those numbers in China lies.
Right.
No, we ain't lying. I watch us lie all the time.
That makes sense.
Y'all better stop playing like that. Them people ain't playing sometimes, y'all. Got to stop that stuff.
If they would have been, if they was able, they would have been got rid of us.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they would have.
We wouldn't be here if they was able to do something.
But
you think they just being nice to us?
Savage.
You think they just being nice?
Who want to destroy the whole world?
I mean, China is savage. They would have got rid of us if they could. To be fair,
well, why
they
would
they put their people in the slave labor, all types of weird, crazy stuff.
Who does she think she's talking about?
But I'm saying, but why would they want to just get rid of us? We were doing business.
Hold on, cause they don't like us,
and they already fed off of us.
But we was just doing business with them, so that's one reason not to just want to take us off.
They already stole our stuff, so they could live without us now.
What if Kamala would have won?
I ain't Kamala.
You sound like
it either, not by far.
You sound like a woman. You sound like a woman, not Kamala.
Well,
you sound like a woman.
Slick, and then women be up there saying what they gotta say to get what they need done. That's what you was saying before I called in. All I'm saying is you can get more with sugar, a little bit more with honey, than just sitting up there talking about y'all.
I wasn't talking about no world. I wasn't talking about coming up against no world leaders that don't give a damn about you. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about relationship wise. That's a whole nother category.
Do you know who got the most nuclear weapons in the world?
Oh my! I appreciate you.
North Korea.
I appreciate you.
Do you know?
I thank you. I gotta go. I appreciate you. Oh my God! So, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know, man.
I'll try. You know what I'm saying? And these people over here begging me, they've been asking me to, take it down. So I wouldn't even listen to everybody else over here saying, man, except for a few. Everybody over here was saying, man, go on mute her, man. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I really agree with her on is, well, I don't know if she made this point, but she was talking about how they're making I guess making connections with other countries and stuff, but I don't know if it matters or not.
So what? So what? A couple of haters getting together.
Yeah.
So here's what you got. imagine this: you got a lion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Picture a lion. Over there, you got one sheep, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sheep don't like the lion, so you know what he do? He gonna link up with another sheep,
Right.
and they gonna take on the lion. 2 sheep against 1 lion. And then them 2 sheep say, that ain't enough. We need 1 more sheep. Because they all sheeps. We the lion. I don't give a damn about 3, 4 sheep linking up.
Right.
There's no food.
Right.
That's all gonna happen. All y'all ass gonna get ate up.
Yeah, I think
You
the biggest
underestimating your own people.
Yeah, I think the biggest concern with that is that because the American dollar is pretty much universal. If they did do that, then we'd lose value in it. I mean, it was already
Folks
losing
ain't gonna
value.
do shit because they need us. That's the bottom line. If they
I
didn't need
agree.
us, they would have been came at us.
I agree too. But a lot of other people say that they don't, and that's why the people keep bringing up that they keep linking up. They're like, oh, they're gonna go to this country for this instead of us because of the tariffs.
Bullshit. They would have been did it.
Right.
They ain't just stop liking us cause no damn tariffs.
Right.
Whatever, if anything they could have been doing, America would have been out of power 40, 50 years ago.
Exactly.
Y'all forgetting. See, we overestimating how savage. You say China savage. You say Russia savage. You say North Korea. You forgetting how savage these motherfuckers is over here.
I just think it's because they don't care about their people. Like the reason I said China was savage because they don't care about their people. Like at least, like America can't do the crap that they're doing. Like they're literally taking advantage of their people. Don't let them have free speech. They put them in slave labor. A lot of them.
So who in their right mind gonna worry about how people like that feel? And what
They
they
just
don't
think
like.
that they're gonna do like drastic stuff. Like even you were saying one time, like the dude I think in North Korea killed one of his own family members. Like that type of stuff. I don't think.
Right. And you worried about them? How they gonna feel?
I mean, I think people are just thinking like they could use that savagery on us, but who knows?
They could. If we let them, if we get all nice, like
Right.
she was talking and worried about how they feel and don't do them like that. They gotta know we ain't nothing to fuck with too.
Right.
Right. For sure.
If they thought we were just like her old liberal, just nice, let's talk about it. They gotta know we are fucking savage too.
Right.
The hell you talking about? That's that old what happened. I love when a woman is loving and caring in her relationship. But not on the world stage talking to world leaders that's killers. And you up there talking that love shit. And what they gonna think and how they feel, and you doing them like this and you doing them like that. They savages.
Right.
They respect power, might. That's all they respect. They don't respect talking to them nice. That's the Democrat liberal shit. Be nice to them. They'll work with you. You be nice. No, they won't. They gonna run over your ass. The hell is you talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
You can't be over there with that Kim Jong-un dude trying to be nice.
Right.
And worry about what he think and how he gonna feel. You gotta show that son bitch, if you don't act right, we're gonna put our foot up your ass. That's it. If you ain't willing to do that, I don't want you in the head. I don't want you to leave my country where I'm living at. That them son bitch would have been invaded us with leaders like her.
Right.
They invaded the shit out of us, man. Cause she gonna be like, hold up. Can we just talk about it? We don't want no smoke. We don't want no nuclear war. You gotta let them somebody know, oh, we want smoke.
Yeah.
We want smoke. Bring it on and watch what happens. You dealing with people that kill their own folks. She talking about how bad we are, overlooking at how bad they are.
Yeah.
How they don't give a fuck. If they don't give a fuck about their own people, what the hell they care about us?
Exactly.
I did. Can't do it. I
He's,
tried.
he's already being nice by just, saying I'm going to implement tariffs and stuff. Obviously, he's seen some military backing that he's not scared of any situation. That's why he's acting like the way he's acting.
He know what we got.
He know what we got. So
they know what we got.
Yeah. So it's never going to come to that. He's just saying, oh, we've been getting ripped off for years. And plus, a lot of Americans donate too. Like if you're just taking away the tax dollars that we give away, plus all the donations that churches and everything that comes from America, it's a lot. It's a lot of support that go around the world that we just need to bring back here. Donations only.
And who support us?
Right.
Nobody.
We got allies, but who support us? Our allies. You want to offend your allies? What allies?
Not even our own government helps us. They were giving money to illegals before us.
Yeah.
So again, what allies? Who are these allies you speak of?
Nobody. Yeah, they say China is our ally, but nah. Nope.
Well, she in the chat now. They sent the jobs over there. The jobs didn't just leave. She said they sent them over there. How many jobs did America send overseas?
Because they wanted cheap labor, really.
But did we send them there though?
I think I don't know. I think they went over there. Well,
they had an option. They could have stayed or they could have left. We ain't make them leave. They left because of what you just said. They wanted cheap labor.
Yeah.
Because the trade indifference, the imbalance. Because they can go over there and get the shit made for 50 cents.
Yeah, but we're also buying their products for the highest price too. All these other countries don't pay as much as we pay for the same products.
Yeah, and don't
So
they?
Is that good or bad for us?
And don't the businesses have to
Horrible.
pay China?
It's horrible for us.
Horrible, yeah. Depending on whatever the value of the dollar is, yeah, I get all that. But if a car is $20K here and $10K somewhere else, come on now. That's crazy.
If you own a business, you in it for profit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We're a capitalist society.
Mm-hmm.
If we got a trade imbalance with a country like China, who got an unfair advantage because they don't pay their labor anything, if you in business, you know labor is your biggest cost, your biggest expense, right?
Yep.
Anybody in business know that. Mm-hmm. Labor, your workers, is going to be your biggest expense.
Yep.
The cheaper you can get your labor, the more profit you can make. So if I can move my company from America to China,
where they don't pay,
where they don't pay nothing, you can't be mad at me. So, but this is what tariffs do. When you once can go to China, get the product made for a little nut and then ship back over here and sell it.
Right.
Now you can't do that because the tariffs have made the price go to where you might as well stay here.
Mm-hmm. That's
what the tariffs do.
Right. But one good point I've heard the left, like the Democrats or whatever, bring up is that, we have to build factories and stuff, and that would take like years. And then what if like another president comes in and they don't want to, continue what Trump's doing? It'll take literal years,
This is a liberal, man.
Who did that though? They didn't want us. Only want to pay us. So how you mad at them? Oh,
I wouldn't want to pay you either. I'm in business.
No, they were just able to do that because of the laws.
The law.
So
He's changing the law to where it ain't gonna benefit you no more to do that.
Right.
Who said I'm mad at them? That's business. I'm in business. Yeah, they're supposed to move if they can get it cheaper somewhere else. Who fault that is that they was in a country that made it possible for them to be able to do that? When your country supposed to say, okay, because Obama talked about doing it, but he didn't do it. Obama said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. He ran on this in the debates. If you move your country overseas, we're going to make it where it ain't going to be worth it. You might as well stay here. But he didn't do it. He caved.
Yeah.
Trump is actually doing it.
Right.
He actually doing what Obama, everybody else said they was going to do. Everybody else said was needed to be done. I don't give a fuck about Trump like that. I'm just going by facts. The facts is, oh God, here she got the billionaire, took the job and sent him to, no shit, they sent him to China because they're cheap over there. Hold on.
Yeah. But what do you think about like having like, because they probably won't be able to build up these factories wherever they're going to be producing this stuff quick enough for us to like bounce back. You know what I mean? That's the one thing they've been bringing up that's kind of like true.
Have anybody heard me say I'm mad at China? Did I say something? I forgot I said it. Did I say I'm mad at China?
No.
She said billionaire took the job from the U.S. and sent it to China. How am I mad at China for doing what we told China to do that? What the hell is she talking about? Can somebody help me? Because I can't figure this shit out. Do you get it?
Nope. No.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can see her in the chat. Y'all can see her picture. She pretty as hell.
It's just a free enterprise, you know. So just because a countryman is born here doesn't mean he's going to be loyal to the country in a sense of he going to pay us top dollar for labor when he can get labor somewhere cheaper.
That's business.
Right.
That's business. So I'm not mad at China. I'm not mad at the billionaires. I'm mad at the country, ours, the leadership we had before them that allowed them to do it. That had a system set up the way it was better for them to move their business overseas and keep it here.
Yep.
When all they had to do before them countries, before the billionaires moved, our government was supposed to say, you know what? If you move, we can't stop you from moving. You got the freedom to move your planet, your company any way you want to move it. But if you move, we're going to tax you so hard to where you've been better off staying here.
Yeah, at least that. At least that.
Right. And nobody did that.
Right.
Until now they already gone. Instead of letting the job move in the first place. Say if I was president, when the first factory said, hey, we announcing we finna shut down America and we're gonna move to China. If I'd have been a president, 40 years ago, whenever the first factory left Pittsburgh or whatever, steel mill, whenever the first factory announced that we moving to China for cheaper labor, I would have said, okay, now if you do it, I'm gonna have to tax the shit out you. So that when you send your product back over here,
right,
it's gonna cost the same
right
as if you would have made it here.
Right.
You still ain't gonna be able to sell it here.
And there ain't nothing wrong with doing that for like a decade. That's where I stand. Just do that for a decade. Y'all
they didn't do it. We
Right.
could have avoided all this.
Right.
If they would have did it when they first moved. That's all I'm saying. I ain't blaming no billionaires. I ain't blaming China. I'm blaming our leadership that let it go on for so long and didn't do nothing.
It's just like
I'm blaming the leadership that didn't been do what what Trump doing now. Somebody should have been did it.
Right.
When they first decided they were gonna move, they should have slapped them tariffs on their head then. Before they even closed the plant down. Because now you got to rebuild it. Even if you get all the businesses back to America, you got to build that shit. We don't got no plants here anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think that'll hurt us in the end?
No, because they're going to create jobs building the motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, building the plants. Okay.
You got to have people to build them.
Right. Right.
And you got to have people to make the product to build it with. And you got to have people to ship the product to them. And have people to deliver the product like me.
Right.
So it's still gonna create more jobs when they start building here.
Right.
When the plant open, they might only employ 500 people. The actual plant, you know what I mean? Like say Apple or whatever, they start back manufacturing their phones in America. That particular plant might employ 500 to 1,000 jobs. But the amount of income, the amount of economic impact that it's gonna bring just building that son of a bitch.
Good paying jobs too, by the way.
Right.
Right.
So it's gonna pay on both ends. They're gonna pay when they open the plant, and they're gonna pay when they're building it.
Right.
But we got to get the ball rolling. We can't just let it keep going like it's been going and say, well, you know, we should have been did it. And he ain't doing it nice enough. And I'm mad at China and the B. Now, I'm not mad at nobody but the politicians that allowed that shit to happen in the first place. The politicians that should have been did what Trump doing now.
Yeah, especially the tech sector. Like all those years making phones and this, they ain't do nothing over here for ages. It's crazy.
And him telling, like, our medicine, the parts we need for like tanks and stuff.
Yeah, we need to start manufacturing that here, man.
She said he doing it sloppy. Like, what's the perfect way to do it? Docs, what you see sloppy?
I think she's talking about Trump doing it sloppy in the sense of just how he's being strong on him. But that's how long, that's how he always felt about it since probably the 80s,
I'm
Trump,
saying what's sloppy about it? What is she talking about?
just the emotional part, man. Just the emotional.
She gonna be right regardless. That's all she care about. I'm still trying to figure out what's sloppy about what he's doing. That shit working.
I mean, some people worry about when they go travel overseas and stuff like that, how they're going to get treated as an American and all that.
I got an idea. You know what it is? Take a guess. You already know what it is. Stay your ass here.
Yeah, that's all it is. People just be worrying about how they're going to look as an American tourist wise or how they're going to be treated, even though you're going to get treated as an American tourist somewhere else than being somewhere else anyway. They going to give the hotel $100 to him and $200 to you just because you from America. It's, but most people, when they come with those kind of arguments or statements, it comes from that kind of place. Just worrying about how you're viewed around the world like that. But
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this is
fuck them folks.
I mean, they're taking millions and millions of tax dollars for places most Americans will never see because they can't afford to. Some families can't even go to Disney World, let alone talking about going to Ukraine to visit. But, all these tax, it's terrible. That's all. Just that kind of stuff need to change for a while.
What is he inconsistent about?
Probably just with the pausing and stuff. But the thing is that none of the tariffs are implemented yet. He's just giving them a date that they will be.
I think she might. I mean, she could even be talking about the not raising the iPhones thing. I don't know. She probably because she's against. It seems like
one
she's
size
against.
fits all. There's no one size fits all. Inconsistent as in 1 minute it's gonna be a tariff. Next minute he's saying he paused it because when I told you it's gonna be a tariff, you decided, hey, let's talk. Okay, you want to talk? Okay, I'm gonna pause it.
Right.
That's not inconsistent. That's reading the room.
Right.
So what he's supposed to do when they say they want to talk? Nah, that's all right. I'm gonna leave it on anyway.
Right.
What he's supposed to do? If I put a tariff on because y'all don't want to do business, y'all don't want to do fair business.
Yeah, that's all me. Right.
I put the tariff on, then y'all say, hey,
right,
let's talk. So what he's supposed to do?
Yeah.
He's supposed to pause it.
So now we see like China want to play tough ball. That's all. We just gotta see who want to play tough ball.
Okay, the rest of them said, okay, we willing to talk.
Right.
So she call it wishy-washy. I call it he doing that what he's supposed to do. I put the tariff on you. You say you want to talk now. I'm gonna take the tariff off. He going back and forth. What the fuck he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do, man? Tell me. I don't know everything. I know most everything. But
it just seems like it hasn't been done in a long time. That's why it's just so like taking up the room because it's just those kind of conversations haven't been had in a long time. Been getting ripped off.
I don't know. Hold on, let me see something.
Trump loves oxygen.
These peasants, whatever.
I saw that too. That's funny.
Yeah, some funny comments.
What is it?
Somebody said Trump loves oxygen in the chat.
Oh, that was like a meme where it was like Trump loves oxygen and it showed a bunch of liberals like suffocating themselves. And saying they
Yeah,
hate
because he
oxygen.
love oxygen and they hate it.
Yeah. That is funny, man. That's hilarious.
Hold on. I'm trying to see something. I keep hearing her say that. Now see,
what, the inconsistency stuff?
Right, and she said, they inconsistent, they playing, and that's causing us to look unstable. Who gives a? We look unstable to who?
I mean, those kind of things do affect, like, the stock market and all that kind of stuff. And all
Fuck the stock market. They don't talk about the stock market was through the roof and we around this bitch struggling.
I mean, the stock market always goes up regardless,
The stock market ain't got nothing to do with us.
Like, it'll go down, but it'll eventually go back up.
A lot of people believe the tariffs are for those reasons too. So, his friends could put in their puts and then, make change and stuff.
We look unstable. Well, is she right or wrong? That's just some shit I don't give a damn about. Maybe that's what the problem is. I can't say whether she's right or wrong. All I can say is I don't care about what she's talking about. I'm just reading it and, we going back and forth debating, but we looking unstable and they inconsistent. I ain't seen nothing inconsistent about. I'm putting tariffs on your ass. You play ball, I'll take them off.
Just a fair trade, man.
That's
fair trade.
So inconsistent, she's saying, I guess when he put the tariffs on, he should have left them on no matter what.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, they were never really on. They were going to get on in a date,
Right.
30-day pause, 90-day pause. They got time. They got a lot of time.
But this ain't nothing new he doing.
Right.
It just ain't been done in a while where it look like something he just doing.
Right.
What she talking about the peasant part? Trump ain't called them peasants. J.D. Vance did.
Well, to be fair, I guess he does represent Trump in a way,
Well, I guess Kamala, let's go for Kamala and Biden and everybody else vice president. If the vice president an idiot, the president an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of felt like that about Kamala. Like, I don't know. I felt like she was goofy.
Yeah, I didn't. J.D. Vance said it.
Right.
Okay. Now I see, and then here's, let me see the economic time. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see something about. I'm trying to figure out where she coming from with this peasant shit, and is she just so offended by it because he called them peasants?
I mean, to be China probably feels the same. Like, probably feels that way about the U.S.
They do. They said it, but we said it first.
That's crazy.
Cause I'm gonna show you what they said it, but it don't matter because we said it first. They don't feel that way. The only reason they saying it because we said it. They don't actually feel that way. Look at this video.
I'm feeling a little silly goosey. No lie, this shit's working.
I don't know if I can finish anymore until it.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
They got some music. Yeah, some AI type video. I see.
You saw that?
Oh,
Yeah.
they made that? Did China make that?
Yeah, you saw the video they made about the American workers?
Right, right.
That's what they made. God.
Hold on.
Yep.
That's messed up.
Hold on.
They got us messed up.
But it don't matter because we said something about them first.
They hilarious, man.
It's funny now. I ain't gonna lie. And look how slow they move.
Is he using the tool upside down? They funny, bro.
It's funny. They short. That's what they say. The American worker fat, lazy. They got one where they all in there eating chicken.
This AI-generated video floating around social media in China, derisively depicting future American workers slowly making what's now assembled in China.
Behavior protocol engaged.
Or this Chinese government video billed as a sci-fi thriller with a robot named Tariff.
Aggressive tariffs implementing now.
Enacting U.S. tariffs that hurt the U.S.
Unemployment rates rising. Cost of living increasing.
Bullshit.
Or if that's not enough, this AI image posted by China's foreign ministry meant to mock U.S. President Donald Trump and highlight what all Americans may pay for Trump's tariffs.
Right.
What China now calls Trump's economic bullying.
国务院关税税则委员会
On state TV in Beijing, retaliation. Word China is now ratcheting.
You a fuck about what China say. Fuck China. I don't give a fuck about them. They've been robbing us, stealing. I don't care nothing about them. I might be wrong. I don't give a damn. Hold on, here, look. I'm talking, this shit's so crazy. What happened to the sound? This one ain't got no sound. Hold on, I got to do another one.
Chinese AI is now mocking Americans in a bizarre new way. As tensions rise between the US and China, Chinese social media has unleashed AI-generated videos roasting Americans. These videos portray Americans as overweight and lazy, struggling with basic factory tasks. Set against satirical music, these clips show Americans failing to compete with Chinese workers, targeting companies like Tesla, Nvidia, and Apple. This comes as President Trump pushes to revive U.S. manufacturing and cut reliance on Chinese imports. In response to U.S. tariffs, the Chinese government has retaliated, escalating the trade war. Chinese officials have even criticized American leaders for making ignorant and disrespectful remarks about China's economy. This digital propaganda highlights the increasingly contentious relationship between the two superpowers. As negotiations continue, the global market watches nervously. Stay tuned as this trade war drama unfolds. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this evolving saga.
Now, as far as me and my house, as they say, me and my house, we're going to worship the Lord. Me and my house, I'm rocking with America to the end. Because this shit don't exist no more. And anybody got anything good to say about China, Russia, any of them other folk, I don't fuck with you. I just don't. Call me what you want. Democrats or whoever, black, white, China, whoever you are. If you ain't 100% on our side, I don't want to hear about all that, how they making it look like. I don't give a fuck how we look at them folks. I like, and I agree with what he's doing. I agree that it needs to be done. Do I think I don't know the perfect way to do it. Do you?
Nope.
You might have a way that you think it should be done like this, and somebody else might say, no, that ain't the right way to do it. You feel me? Like Docs and Worldwide Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
If you was in charge, you had to do the same thing. You might have a way you would like it done. You know there's gonna be somebody that say they don't agree with the way you're doing it, right?
Oh, definitely.
So I expect that. But what I don't expect is you to be taking sides of them folks.
Yeah, that's insane.
That bullshit, I don't fuck with you.
You know what I think? And I don't think it's necessarily the same for like Republicans, but it's, at least for Democrats right now. Like I have and this is honestly makes me a little bit sick, but I literally like think that they don't want Trump to actually do good, because if he does, then a Republican's gonna win in 2028. Like JD Vance, if he runs, he's gonna win. If Trump's tariffs actually works and it actually does good to the economy, I literally think for the first time in American history, they don't actually want the opposition to do good. Like you said in like a video like a few months ago, you were talking about how back in the day, even if the Republican won, your guy didn't win, you still like wanted him to do good and stuff. I don't think it's like that anymore.
No, they want him to flop.
Yeah.
No matter what it do to us, they don't want him to succeed. It will kill him.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's for sure.
You ain't the only one to think that way. Those folks do not want that man to succeed. They praying for his downfall.
Which is our downfall, ultimately.
But hold on. I got bad news for you.
What?
Republicans ain't no better.
I don't think so either.
When Obama won,
mm-hmm.
I heard many of them saying they're going to make it their business to make sure he don't succeed.
That's crazy.
So I've been knew the Republicans was like that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know the Democrats would stoop that low. Because that was my party.
Right.
I thought we loved America if the Republicans was the sellout. That's what I thought. I remember Republicans talking about we're going to do whatever we can to make sure Obama fails.
That's crazy.
Hold on, let me pull that up. So don't get amnesia or Republicans acting like it's just Democrats that do this.
Yeah, I don't think it's just them. For some reason, it just feels different this time. Like, even though you said that they was doing that with Obama, it's like it was. I didn't see that. Like, granted, I was a kid around that time, but like, still, I don't know. It just feels different. It feels more disgusting and more overt. I don't know.
Hey Ward, somebody wants you to read their super chat.
Huh?
Somebody wants you to read their super chat.
Where?
There's one up in the green somewhere.
I don't see it. Hold on, let me go up some. I was reading the damn phone. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Lucifer Von Tail.
I think it was. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What did Australia do to deserve a tariff? Hold on.
I believe it's the same, 10%, and nothing changed with Australia.
They ain't hit Australia with no 245%.
No, it's still 10%.
There's always been some type of tariff happening.
Right.
Hold on.
I think Lucifer said he was an Australian too. So
they got a lot of U.S. is building a lot of submarines for Australia right now because they're trying to.
We're not having an issue with Australia.
No, actually, they're on the same page with China. To be honest, that's why they're buying submarines from us.
Right. That we whatever little tariff we got against that ain't nothing that's affecting y'all like that. We're not at war. Most countries have some type of tariff because
It's like less
your
than.
country might be cheaper to make good than it is in another country.
They're not even bringing over 1% of their stuff over here. That's what I just looked up.
Yeah, we're not having no trade war with Australia. Be careful about the media, Lucifer.
Because I think Lucifer actually lives in Australia, or at least he doesn't live in the U.S.
And then another thing, you got to be careful about China too. Let me get this. She blocked. Bye, mama, whatever your name. You done. I don't care if you'll never watch me again. I'm sick of you. Get out of here.
Hey.
You ain't got to agree, but you ain't going to be disrespectful. Get your ass out of here. Go up the country somewhere with that bullshit. Let's take her some money and send her ass on over to China from goddamn well. Get the hell out of here. You ain't never got to watch me again. I don't know you. Don't give a damn you. You fucking sellout traitor.
Wait, what'd she say?
I done blocked her ass. Now something about she trying to disrespect me now, trying to be, just a woman. When she ain't got no pointer, she can't win. She get disrespect. You know how they do. I had to stop talking about her. Get your ass out of here. I don't give a fuck. Watch me again. Go watch somebody else. Let me see.
Chad is funny.
What percentage of? Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it's 10%. But U.S. is building a lot of submarines for Australia right now because Australia is real scared of what China's doing in their sea.
Dang, China's in their sea.
We on their side. We ain't, we ain't got no problem with Australia. I ain't know nothing about it. Let me see. %10. Yeah, but 10%.
Right. Share of U.S. imports is like 1%.
So I guess just hearing the word tariff freak you out. Oh, they put a tariff on us too. It ain't really no tariff. It's just a basic tax. It ain't more than what we pay at the grocery store. I get 10% when I go to Walmart. So I don't know. I don't.
It will be interesting though if all this leads to getting rid of the federal tax on income. Income tax. So that'd be interesting.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I can't wait. I wonder if Trump's actually going to do the no tax on overtime. Like he can't do it to like a full extent. It would have to have limitations. But I wonder if he's actually going to do that. I think he's
They don't let him do it.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want him to do it. You know how good a Democrat will never win again.
Right.
That's all they care about. They don't want him to do that. You got people that voted for Kamala like him. If he took away tax on their overtime. Long life Democrats would be like, oh, hell no, I'm voting Republican next. You know what I mean?
Right.
People that have been put money in their pocket, people for sale. They can be lifelong Democrats. But if they get their check and that's something bigger because of him, what you think they're going to do?
They're going to switch sides?
They're going to switch sides. They don't want to be able to do no tax on overtime. They're going to fight the hell out of that shit. Republicans too.
Yeah, Trump got the Teamsters support this time around on this election.
That's how bad the Democrats was.
Right.
You said the Teamsters. I'm sorry, I'm not the most educated on
down here.
politics.
I just blocked her ass. Let me block her again. Your ass done. You ain't here. I don't fuck with you. Hold on.
Yeah, he got a lot of big endorsements this time around.
Get your ass out of here. I blocked her as Miss Mama, whatever the hell it is. Now she want to come back at the lady she came up here on. Throw her ass out of here too. Motherfucker, if you down with China and all them, fuck them folk. I ain't stupid. Fuck them. Telling me about, pretty much am I missing something here, or was it just me that it sounded like everything she was saying was on their side?
I think she just thought that us screwing up our relationship with them would hurt us.
What relationship?
Yeah, what relationship? You got every item in your house is probably from China. You've been supporting them for years, man. They all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think a lot of them care about the moral stuff. Like China, like most Americans, like the Democrats, they don't even care that they're putting their people into slave labor and that it's actually going to hurt us on the back end. They just want to keep it how it is now, where there's cheap products. I think she's just worried about, like just everything going up. Even if like Trump's plans work, I think she doesn't want to risk that. I think that's what she's on, to be honest.
I don't give a fuck what she on. Get the hell up out of here, cause you ain't what I'm on. I'm on the long run. How's this going? I got a son.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the only way it's gonna work. Like what he's doing.
I got a son, homie. I ain't worried about just what I got to deal with. What we gonna leave him?
$30 potato chip bags at the grocery store.
She ain't looking at that. She looking at how they looking at us right now. I don't, man, get the hell out of here. I don't fuck with you. I tried to like be real, professional. But I will say fuck you in a minute. Real quick. When you on some stupid shit, you ain't gotta agree with me, but you gotta make some kind of sense, man. You can't give me like you had to say Australia, whoever it was. You telling me a place and you don't even know where it was. I heard. I can't do that, man. Let me calm down, y'all. If you are not 100, see them other places don't rock like that. They not gonna take our side for nothing, man. You think a Chinese gonna take America's side? Maybe the citizens, cause they treat them like shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Citizens were.
Let me see.
Yeah, they pay big money to get over here for the cartels to smuggle them over here.
Right. They're different. That's a different example.
They pay big money.
Now she talking about how bad we are, but yet they going through all that trouble to get over here though.
Right.
Ain't that something?
They saving up $40K to get over here.
But we the bad guy. What are they gonna think about us? They think a lot about us because they're trying to get here. That's what they think about us. How we gonna look to them? We look to them like somewhere they want to be. To the Africans, all them other countries that she talking about don't like us and how we look to them. We look very desirable. Did you not just say that? They spend how much? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 30 to 40K each person for them to get smuggled through.
I didn't know that. Why are they spending that kind of money to come to a horrible place like this?
Right.
We looking unstable. She said we're looking unstable around the world. Well, why are them people trying to come over here to this unstable place? It looks unstable to her. It don't look unstable to me. It look like we fighting back. That would it look like. Maybe. What, do you have an opinion? Do it look unstable to you? It look like we're going through some tough times, but so is the rest of the world.
Right.
We ain't like everybody else doing great and we suck. Everybody else doing worse than us. The rest of the countries, Biden said it all the time, we got the best economy in the world, even though our economy sucks. Our economy sucked, but we had the best economy in the world.
Yeah, China's having some of the worst employment right now for the youth. Ain't no youth is working right now.
I've been watching all that.
Right.
I've been watching all that. So I'm trying to see where we unstable at and how we looking around the world, but yet people around the world trying to get over here. We look so bad around the world.
Dying to get over here.
Yeah. Hey, even though China's been leeching off of us for their economy, they are still like technically the second biggest one, right?
I don't know. I believe it because we don't know what they actually do. They don't tell you the truth.
Right.
They could be the 10th Lord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're taking their word for it.
And some people were saying they even have a better economy than us at this point. That's what people were saying, but I don't think that's
the video I just played said their economy smaller than ours, in spite of their inflated numbers.
Right.
You know, people do that all the time. You got companies that inflate their numbers to the stock market. You know, the what you call them, stockholders and shit. It's illegal, but China don't care nothing about the law.
They sure.
So they can inflate their numbers. Yeah, boy, we making gazillion dollars. Invest in us. See, if people think they're making all kinds of money, people gonna invest in them. If they tell the truth, say, hey man, we losing our ass. Ain't nobody gonna spend no money with them.
Right.
So they're gonna inflate the numbers, just like the people do with them to the shareholders. And what they call it when they defraud? What they call it? When you tell a shareholder or whatever, so they invest, you'll have them thinking that you actually making more than what you're making. What do they call that? It's illegal in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you call that shit where you like right now, I kicked her out, right? I'd have kicked a few other people out. It's gonna be some people looking at me like I'm unstable. Damn, we just kick him out.
Just kick
And
them
guess
out.
what? I don't care. I don't care how you look at me. I'm going off what I believe in. What I believe is right. I mean, and he may look unstable, but he doing what he believes he need to be doing. And I just happen to agree. If I didn't agree, I would say that.
Right.
So somebody might say, I look unstable by booting her out of here. When I was looking, I actually took too long.
Right.
To do it. Because they were over there telling me to get rid of her. I didn't listen to them. I was trying, you know what I mean, to keep from worrying about what folk might think about me. I don't want to look unstable. I didn't take it down when they first asked me to. Y'all didn't probably, that's why I asked y'all, could y'all see the chat?
Right.
Because everybody was on there, man. Man, mute her, please. Get her out of here. That's all I was seeing. But I didn't.
It's just a trendy hot topic, you know. She'll see a hot topic, get triggered by it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I was trying to, because I wasn't even listening to her. I was just letting her talk, and I was thinking about something else. Just so I wouldn't get, you know, sometimes that shit frustrates me, and I might lose it a little bit when you ain't talking about nothing. What's this other thing I'm going to talk about, man? I'm going to get up out of here. Let me see. It was something else. I did that little dude. Did that one. Did that one. I think that's about it. What's the other one? The preacher. No, I don't want to talk about him. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
What time is it? 1 o'clock. Happy Easter to everybody.
Happy Easter.
Thank
Happy
everybody for
Easter.
joining in. And if I look unstable to you, I don't care. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, well, good morning, bro.
Right.